Yo, no snooze, no snooze. Yo, man. Welcome to 2024, man. Happy New Year to y'all once again. I ain't gonna lie, man. We started 2024 off with a bang. This is gonna be a spicy episode right here, man. I go by the name of Deslo the Introvert. Y'all are tuned into the No Snooze Button. Let me introduce y'all to the man of the hour, man. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Yo, appreciate y'all pulling up. Y'all know when y'all see this, that means get off your ass and on your feet, man. So we're gonna get to it, man. Shit, and welcome to 2024. I know what time it is, man. Real quick, as always, let me hit y'all with the quote of the day. The quote goes like this: "Never be afraid to raise your voice for honesty and truth and compassion against injustice and lying and greed. If people all over the world would do this, it would change the earth." That's a quote from William Faulkner. Once again, we're gonna get into some subjects today. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna pertain to a little bit of this. So let me read it again. It says, "Never be afraid to raise your voice for honesty and truth and compassion against injustice and lying and greed. If people all over the world would do this, it would change the earth." That's from William Faulkner. Before we move on, though, I do want to remind everybody there is a link in the description. But if you are somebody that you love or somebody that you care about is newly sober and just looking for a way to stay sober and take that next step into life, to continue to better yourself after taking the hard enough step it is to become sober, I want y'all to go ahead and go to Life Beyond Sobriety. My guy Kelly, he has a program there that can help you with all of this. Check it out.
Hey, it's Kelly here, former crack addict, recovery coach, and Life Beyond Sobriety. That is my private online community for people in addiction recovery who want to set big goals now that they're sober and make those goals happen. We learn strategies in weekly live coaching sessions to make those things come true. Go to lifebeyondsobriety.com and check it out 2 weeks for free.
Yes, sir. Shout out Kelly, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So, like I said, man, if you or anybody you love or care about or know is newly sober and just looking to stay sober, looking to move forward in life, and just ways to continue to better yourself, man, go click on that link in the description. Once again, it's lifebeyondsobriety.com. Check it out, man. But moving forward, man, because we got some stuff to get to today, so I'm not gonna hold y'all up too much with the formalities and whatnot. Let's get this weather out the way. Let's get into it. So today in New York City, today Friday, New York City, we have high of 38, low 29, clear with periodic clouds. Saturday, we have high of 38, low 29 and cloudy. Sunday, high 37, low 33, rain. A little snow. Expect some snow Sunday night, though. Once again, this is according to Google. So down.
Do not get mad at us, man. Do not get mad at us.
Real. Down in the ATL, today we have a high of 50, low 42 and cloudy. Tomorrow, high 51, low 43 with the light rain. And Sunday, high 52, low 33 and mostly cloudy. Over to Chicago, today we have high 35, low 30 and cloudy. Tomorrow, pretty much the same, high 35, low 32 and cloudy. And Sunday, high 36, low 33 and cloudy. So pretty much a weekend of all the same weather, man. Down in Houston, the great state of Texas. Today we have a high of 59, low 47 with rain. Tomorrow, high 59, low 46 with partly cloudy. And then Sunday, high 59, low 45 and mostly cloudy. So a little bit of the same there too. Breaking out west to Seattle. Today we have a high 48, a low 40 with the wind and rain. Saturday, high 46, low 37 with a light rain. And Sunday, high 43, low 37 and cloudy. Down in Los Angeles, high 65, low 50, clear. Tomorrow, high 64, low 50 and mostly cloudy. And Sunday, high 59, low 42 and some wind. Now that wraps up the weather report, y'all. That wraps up that weather report.
Irv K, bro. I'm sorry to hear that, man. But dang.
I hope you get your car back.
At least you got a new bike, though. You know. At least you got a new bike.
Yeah, I'm not laughing at you, Evan. I'm just saying that's fucked up. I wasn't expecting.
That's fucked up, bro.
You know, Dezo, before you get into it, before you get into it, Dezo, I got another quote, right?
Yeah.
There's another quote, and I want to see how do y'all feel about this? This quote is from Marcus Tullius Cicero. He says, "If we are not ashamed to think it, we should not be ashamed to say it." So, chat, how do y'all feel about that? Dezo, how do you feel about that? If we are not ashamed to think it, we should not be ashamed to say it.
There's definitely some things that we shouldn't say that we think, because it's a lot of thoughts that go into these heads, you know what I'm saying? And not all of them need to be said. we can keep some of them in the tuck, but at the same time, it's it just depends on what the situation is, if you have some truth to say and you're not afraid to say it, you're not afraid of the consequences, by all means. But there are some intrusive thoughts that should not see the light of day, you know what I'm saying?
Right. I saw that quote yesterday when I was putting together the doc and whatnot, and I was like, you know what, that pertains strongly to some of the things that went on this week. I mean, like intrusive thoughts, you know what I'm saying? Like sometimes you got to keep some things to yourself. I think. I mean, everything. I for sure can't say everything that comes to my mind. You know what I'm saying? But does that pertain to Katt Williams? Because I mean, Katt was he made it seem like he was just setting the record straight.
Well, to me, it didn't even seem like Katt was saying everything that he wanted to say. It seemed like he still had more to get off, but he kept it focused on the main guys that he was trying to talk about, because he's sending shots at everybody was getting shots, but he just kept it focused on the main, like the three main guys that he was trying to talk about in the game.
Three. He said there was Cedric, there was Steve, there was Ricky Smiley.
Yeah.
Don't forget Kevin Hart.
Yeah, he said shots at Kevin Hart too.
But I mean, we've been know how we felt about Kevin Hart though. Like.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie, like the one that shocked me the most was the fact that he like Steve Harvey got so many shots at him. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't even know Steve Harvey and him had beef, I thought Steve got along with everybody, but apparently him, Ricky Smiley, and Cedric all clicked up, and they be blackballing whoever disrespect them. According to Katt, let's formally get into it, man. Let's get into it.
Okay, for sure. Because he called Steve a country bumpkin, and I was not.
Yeah, so in case y'all don't know, which I don't know how, like this interview has 14 million views. Katt Williams got on Club Shay Shay, which is Shannon Sharp's podcast. for an interview, and this interview got so viral that Shannon Sharp had to come on to a second episode after the episode just to clarify, like just to respond to some critics. You know what I'm saying? He had to do something. So that's how crazy it got. But inside this episode, Katt took shots at like we said, Steve Harvey, Cedric the Entertainer, Ricky Smiley, Faison, Michael Blackston, Kevin Hart. He took shots at Kanye West and Kim Kardashian. Like he was going wild, man, et cetera, et cetera. But let me focus on the three main guys that he was talking about. So he started off the podcast calling out Cedric the Entertainer for stealing jokes. Says that Cedric doesn't write. He doesn't write at all. He's never written a joke. He was out here basically just in 1998. Katt Williams did a live show on BET where he basically did a joke about his car, you know, basically, and then like
on Comic View, right?
Yep. And then a couple years later, Cedric the Entertainer did you know, basically a similar joke. All he did was change out the car that Katt was saying.
It was remember on Comic View, because we used to watch that Comic. I got Comic View downloaded on my old laptop. We was watching it all the time. Remember that last joke that he did when he said was talking about black folks driving the spaceship, backing it up. Remember he had the cigarette in his mouth. He was doing all the
exactly.
doing this shit. Exactly. I saw that. That's the joke, right? That he's talking about, right?
Yep. Yeah. Cedric basically took that verbatim. He did the same cigarette in the mouth, did the same backing up motion, had some music playing in the background. He just changed out the car, basically. He just changed out the car that he was using. So yeah, he accused Cedric the Entertainer of stealing. He took shots at Ricky Smiley, because Ricky Smiley in the movie Friday After Next said that he was supposed to have Katt's role, and Katt was supposed to have his role. So Ricky Smiley was supposed to play the pimp, and Katt was supposed to play Santa Claus, which Katt hilariously debunked. Because he said there is no way in 100 years of Hollywood that they would ever cast a 5'5" skinny black man to play Santa Claus. and so, but
he's right though. Like, come on, let's really talk about it. Like, come on, like, does that even make any sense, bro? Now you just capping. This, I'm just real quick, Des, but everything that happened, it's like it allowed a lot of confirmation to occur. That's all I'm gonna say. There's a lot of confirmation. There's a lot of doubling down that, listen, you poke the bears, Katt, and now you see everybody's, listen, if it don't hurt you, you gotta let it fly, right? If it don't apply, let it fly. But it's applying pressure. But yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, for sure.
But wait, hold on, because the part that damn near lost me.
Yeah,
the part that damn near lost me was when he said, "I'll put it in my contract that everything with Ricky Smiley is on, he got to have a dress on." I was like, "Nigga, no." you know how you'll be talking some shit, right? You'll be talking some good shit, then you go a little overboard.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I think there was some times in this interview where Katt got a little, you know what I'm saying? He got in his bag a little bit and said some shit that was like, all right, Katt, all right, take a breath, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
But listen, you gotta respect it, man. He came out with, you feel me? Like, listen, he's always been keeping the same energy. He's always been talking this shit. You know what I mean? For the most part, here's my thing. As long as it's rooted in facts and you like, listen, for the most part, the boy be talking facts. Like he don't really talk really too much out of pocket. Like he really is relatable in a lot of situations, even though he may like present it in a certain different way. I think he's way more. But we'll get into that. Go ahead, Dizzle. We'll get into that.
So the most disrespectful part that I seen that he said about Ricky Smiley was two disrespectful things that he said about him. One, the first that he said was in the original script for Friday After Next, right? He said that Ricky Smiley was really, worried about like the fact that he was supposed to be the original, guy that was in Katt's role. But in the original script, Katt reveals that his character was supposed to get sexually assaulted in the bathroom. You know what I'm saying? For one of the scenes. So why would Ricky Smiley advocate so heavily for to try
Yo, Katt wildin', son. He's wildin'. He's so wildin'. Katt, you're bugging out. You're
that
bugging
is
out.
Wild. So yeah, he basically, is insinuating like, like it's something strange going on. Why would you want to advocate so heavily that you were supposed to be in that role? And then the second disrespectful thing that I think he said about Ricky Smiley is the fact that him and Tyler Perry was also in the shot. Him and Tyler Perry are only good at acting when they're acting like women. You know what I'm saying? They're only good actors when they act like women. So that's
Is he lying, bro? Is he lying?
Tyler Perry, I ain't gonna lie, man. Tyler Perry's never been a good actor to me. Even when he's playing,
even as Medea, that's it. But that Medea shit be pissing me off, bro. I don't care what nobody.
I don't, yo, bro. I don't understand how people gravitate to it, bro. There's nothing about
even back when it was just the plays. When it was just the plays, and I go, my auntie will be watching at her house and shit. I'll be like, man, this ain't even funny, bro. Like, that shit, bro. It's nothing funny about that shit to me.
Losing me, bro, over my head, bro.
And it's not because of the dress. I'm gonna keep it real with y'all.
Right.
I don't really see no big. That's not no big deal to me. They be like, oh, if you want to react, you gotta put the dress on. Like we know, you know what I'm saying. That shit don't really matter to me. I'm not tripping off that. I don't really see myself doing it. But I don't really care too much about that shit. Like whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's like I'm not gonna be kissing no man on stage. I'm not gonna be laying up with no dude pretending like we doing something on stage or in a movie. I'm not doing none of that.
Right.
But I'm not tripping off the dress thing. So don't get it misconstrued. I'm saying I don't like Medea because he's dressing up as a woman. I didn't trip on Martin in Big Mama's house. You know what I'm saying? I don't care about none of that. What I'm saying is Medea is not funny.
Yeah, not funny at all.
I'll see you at 3:00.
but here's the thing. Here's the thing, though, Ox. I don't think is the fact that it's so much just certain movies like Martin with Big Mama's House and things like that. I think it's more so the trend of it, right? Like you don't see it as common with the other shade. Don't get me wrong. There's Miss Doubtfire. There's a lot of like scenes where
Miss Doubtfire kicked this shit off,
right? But here's the thing. So that's my point. My point is, it's what it's like is like when you get to a certain point in your career, it turns into one of those situations in comedy. What it looks like. So Robin Williams, Jim Carrey. I'm pretty sure all these comedians were met with this situation. So the question is, why do people think that this is funny? That's the real question.
Sometimes this shit is funny. Sometimes I'm just one of them people with comedy where certain shit's just like corny to me.
Like do you think White Girls is funny? With the
White chicks? Not because Sean. First of all, Sean Wayans is not funny. And Sean's not funny, bro.
Yeah, Marlon way funnier than
Marlon's funnier, but there's a lot of times where I'll just be like, all right, Marlon, he just go too far. Like Jim Carrey's not funny to me. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a lot of people. Like Robin Williams was never funny to me.
I think
R.I.P. Robin Williams.
I like Jim
But he
Carrey.
was-
Jim Carrey
Jim
got some
Carrey's
movies,
all right.
man.
Jim Carrey's all right. Jim Carrey's all right.
Jim Carrey got funnier after Ace Ventura and The Mask and shit like that. Shit was dumb.
Yeah. I agree.
He got funny. He got funnier in like Liar Liar and shit like that.
Yeah,
That's why I was like,
that's true.
okay,
That's true.
Jim, you
That's
funny.
true.
You kind of funny now.
Bruce
You kind of
Almighty.
funny.
I think Bruce Almighty
Yeah.
was funny. I think he was funny. Bruce Almighty.
Yeah, that was cool. But like those type of like, bro, like remember RIP to him too. Chris Farley. Chris Farley wasn't funny, bro.
No,
like,
I ain't finding
just the yelling and screaming shit like, bro, that shit's just not funny to me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm picky. I'm picky with my comedy. You know what I mean?
Right.
I'm picky with my comedy. I like offensive comedy. You know what I'm saying? I like you know what I'm saying? I like.
We're gonna make some people tight
like,
today. Yeah.
Speaking of, I like Bernie Mac. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I like that shit. You know what I mean? But
Patrice
the
O'Neal.
over the top, the over and Patrice, Patrice and Corey Holcomb, they go a little far. You know, but I'll be like, shit, this is funny.
Yeah, that's a fact. Yeah.
But my bad though. Go ahead though, that's all.
So
you know what I'm saying?
All right, yeah. So that those were two of the most disrespectful insults towards Ricky Smiley. You know, Ricky, you gotta fight back, bro. I ain't gonna lie, you gotta fight back.
Ricky responded. That's all. Ricky responded.
Oh, Ricky responded.
Yeah,
you got it.
Go ahead.
I'll give you a minute. So moving on to the third most main, the main ingredient. You know what I'm saying? Steve Harvey, the main guy, right? Steve Harvey. Katt took shots at Steve Harvey as well, man.
Yo, you know what this felt like? Hold on, Denzel. You know what this felt like? You know what Pusha was saying? Surgical summer.
Yeah.
After this is what a surgical summer felt like, son. Like,
yeah, for sure.
Katt Williams was a magician at this. Like, it was in the flow of the conversation, and every was like, if you really think about it, is this a joke or is he playing around? Like, that's what the genius of it is.
Katt walked into that podcast looking like John Wick, man. he had full ammo on him. So Steve Harvey, Katt took shots at him, calling Steve Harvey's basically when he was doing his show, he said that he was bald when he was doing the show, and that was just a hair unit that he had. He had a high top fade hair unit. I'm like, dang, how you get a high top fade hair unit? That's crazy.
Well, no, that's a fact. That's been proven. Yeah, because remember there was a time when everybody was talking about Steve Harvey's hairline.
The best hairline in business. That's what they used to say.
Like,
the best hairline in business.
People were saying like, "No, it's a wig. It's a wig," and I was like, "Come on, bro, no way."
Like, there's no way, son.
Next time I seen Steve Harvey though, he was bald. Like,
wait, what?
You know what I'm saying? He went from the high top to bald. There was never no like middle phase, phase. No, say he didn't go with the waves. Nothing. He went from high top
clean.
to
Like how you went clean.
He went from high top to he went from Kid and Play to Mr. Potato Head that quick.
And honestly, Katt called him Mr. Potato Head on the podcast.
I promise you, before there was Jalen Rose, it was Steve Harvey, bro. Them two, bro, sharpest hairline. Now, it was all a dream, bro. It was all a dream.
Dang, man.
It's nasty.
High top fade hair unit is crazy to me. Like, that's wild.
High top into the baldy, though. High top into the baldy is nasty work. That's a nasty life to live, Steve Harvey.
So Katt also took shots at him, saying that the only reason he quit stand up was because him and Katt Williams got into a basically like a stand up competition. And
I saw somebody posted like
Katt wrecked him.
I'm gonna check it out, but I think somebody posted it.
Yeah, it's saying Katt wrecked him by saying that he couldn't become an actor because nobody wanted to listen to a dude talk country on every movie. You know what I'm saying? He couldn't bust into the game, so now he got to settle for Family Feuds and all that. and doing all that.
Yo, shout out to game hosts, yo. They get paid for nice little grip, man. I'm not gonna hold you. You know what I mean? Just yeah. And I'm gonna say this though. To be fair, I'm just shoot some bail before we throw Steve Harvey right back into the frying pan. he has maximized his role on Family Feud
Yeah.
because it's like in terms of social media, I've seen way more Steve Harvey than I would have expected to see because of Family Feud, like his reactions, things like that. But obviously, it just leads to Katt Williams' point even further. That is kind of like that's the best that you could do.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's tough. You're Carlton Banks at this point.
I was listening to the Ricky
Chucking
Smiley
and
response just now. He just doing a whole lot of stuttering, talking about I was supposed to be in Money Mike. I auditioned and this and that. That nigga stuttering and shit, man. On the Ricky, if y'all want to hear that response, man, he says it on his own show, the Ricky Smiley morning show. Y'all know about that. Man, I don't know.
The smoke too crazy, Ox. He can't even repel that. It's over. Like he tried. He like nah. Smoke too crazy.
I mean, Katt Williams came in there and was like, hold on, Shay. I got this, bro. You don't gotta ask me nothing. I'm gonna go. Let me go the fuck off.
Yeah, but the first 30 minutes wasn't even an interview. It was just Katt going off.
Hey, what did he say? What did he say when he sat down? He said, God, what did he say? It was fire.
When he started from the jump?
Yeah, when he said something about you letting losers do something. That's just not you, or something. He said,
something. It was like something about praising losing or something like that. Like, or you like losing some, like the way he was. All of a sudden, you praising losing. Like it was a reference to like a sports thing that they were talking about. It was the way he flipped it was hilarious, son. Oh man!
You can tell Shannon because the late show he does with Ocha. That was on live yesterday. I peeped that live. Shit, I'll tell you one thing, man. Them niggas be having 42,000 people live on that shit. I was like, damn. but anyways, that's neither here nor there.
But nah, listen.
He was on there. You could tell Shannon was a little uncomfortable.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Because he was like, he even said, I don't agree with any of it, but this is what I do when I interview. I gotta let you come and say what you say. I let you speak your piece. And then he started talking about, I would like to sit down with Kim Kardashian. And Ocho was like, yeah, just on the business tip,
on the business tip.
You know what I'm saying? And he like, yeah, I would like to pick her brain and stuff like that. Like this is crazy. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Just making sure they don't insult nobody. I'm gonna tell you like this because Shannon, you know, I think Shannon kind of took offense to the Steve Harvey part. The country bumpkin part, because you know Shannon, you know Shannon country ass. I think he kind of was like what? How dare you?
Right. Look at the sleeve slicker. Look at the sleeve slicker trying to violate me. Right.
You feel me? Because you know Shannon from behind the backwoods.
Oh yeah.
He ain't even he
possum
from behind the
yeah. Possum soup.
Possum soup type,
Hors d'oeuvres of raccoon, bro.
For sure, yeah, definitely. Shannon took offense to that shit. You know?
Mud cakes, shit like that. Shit's crazy. Mud cakes is crazy, bro. I'm telling you. 4-wheelers, fishing, like that's one thing I'm not gonna hold you, bro. I'm gonna have to see what this fishing thing about, man. I'm gonna go one time to like, feel me?
You ain't never fished before?
Nah, never fished before. Like no, like outside, not inland. But like outside, yeah, obviously, like when I've traveled outside the United States, yeah, but not inland, like in ponds and shit like that. No, I never did that. Lakes and all that shit.
I went fishing twice technically, but I really once, and it was cool. I just never really get the chance to. But I'm gonna get into fishing though.
Word.
It's cool, really. It just depends. Like I'm not no catch and release type nigga though. So if I got to do that, I'm not fucking.
It's over for that.
I gotta go somewhere that's a clean water source.
Right.
Fish, you know what I'm saying? I'm not fucking around. Like my girl, her grandpa, he be going like in the bay, he go like fishing like halibut. He got a good sized boat. He be going down there.
That's fine.
I don't really know. I ain't going out there by myself. You know.
That's a fact. You already you gotta bring one of them with you. You know what I'm saying?
I might come, fuck around, come up missing type shit. But
that's a fact.
Context. Where you from, man? Where you from?
Yeah, you already know. I'm from Brooklyn. You already know, man. Right now we have time with him, but we're from Brooklyn. You already know.
Brooklyn. Yes, I ain't doing no catch and release type shit though. But hey, real quick though, Tex, because you wasn't here for this part, and this is I wanted to ask because this is pertaining to what we're talking about right now.
Right.
Our second quote of the day went something like this: "If we are not ashamed to think it, we should not be ashamed to say it." How do you feel about that quote, Tex? If you are not ashamed to think it, you should not be afraid to say it.
You try to catch me in a bind. I agree with it, but I think there's a catch-22 because you're gonna be accountable for what you say, right? So obviously you can let your intrusive thoughts out, but you got to be ready for and if you're not ready for that, then I'll say no. You get what I'm saying? You're gonna have to filter yourself until you're ready to take whatever comes with the consequence, because a lot of times you're ready to dish it, and a lot of times when it comes right back at you, whether it be through physical, because a lot of people don't take kindly to words, you know what I mean? And they resort to fisticuffs, and now you're getting a black eye because you said something out of pocket. Stay inside your head until you're ready to deal with all the situations that happen, good or bad. But I agree with it though. I agree with that. Stand on what you say. Stand on business. Stand on business.
So just to wrap up the Katt Williams interview real quick, right? He also, I don't want to talk about all the negative things that he said. He also said some positive things. You know, he shouted out the kings of comedy. According to him, you know, the Patrice O'Neil's, the Dave Chappelle's, the et ceteras. You know, he also talked about
he talked about Larry the Cable Guy, like he was under him. You know, that was fire. I didn't even know that he was. I would have never expected Katt Williams to be under under the tutelage of those guys, because like to me, like when I watched like that, I was like, I didn't get the joke. I didn't get their comedy. I didn't get their the niche that they were in. But I guess obviously to be a rounded comedian, you have to study all types of comedy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what he said too. He didn't just study black comedians. He studied the white comedians. He studied, you know, basically every comedian he could study. You know, I didn't know Katt Williams was so brilliant. Like I didn't know Katt Williams. He said that he was fluent at reading by the age of 3, which, you know, may be an exaggeration, but
3 is insane, Katt.
Yeah, 3 is cool.
That is crazy, but you know what I'm saying? Kids, some kids pick it up quick. Like my son was reading pretty decent like at 4, you know what I'm saying? So some kids pick it up pretty quick.
Okay.
That's right.
So yeah, you know, maybe it's around that age, but I don't know if this is 3 exactly, but we'll take his word for it.
Right.
He also said that he also, you know, was talking about growing up. Him and his dad, you know, didn't see eye to eye on a lot of things. Because, you know, his dad grew up as a I think it was either Catholic or Christian. I'm not sure which one.
I think it was like very religious, right? Like a very religious household.
He's very religious, and Katt wasn't so much a religious person. So him and his father would bump heads a lot. But then he also shouted at the last thing that I want to say was he also talked about
the irony, though, real quick. The irony of that is, in my opinion, certain type of comedians, you're at this point, you are still even to a certain extent are an MC or like a pastor of some sort, like, right? Because obviously you're talking about what's happening, right? Then you're interpreting it and giving your spin or your take on it with somehow a joke, you know what I mean? But most of the times, if you really pay attention, they're giving you life lessons on jewels, using examples, things like that, whether they're using their own situation or reflecting against society and stuff like that. So at the same time, it's like, it's funny that maybe whatever you were going against, now that you're doing it in a different form, you're doing it through comedy, but most of the things that you're trying to spread or like awareness, things of awareness. If you notice, most of the times when he goes into his like serious spiels, like he'll end it with a joke, but it'll be like a very quick twit. But for the most part, he's giving you a lot of information, just like Eddie Griffin. They do these like a lot of information dump, and then hit you with a small joke, and now you're like, oh shit, like you just said mad information, just like cook me word.
Joe Tex, I'm happy you said that, because I wanted to say this too earlier. This will make it seem like, because I didn't want to seem like I was just bashing motherfuckers. Eddie Griffin ain't funny to me neither.
Really? Word?
That's wow. I'm trying to tell y'all, Katt Williams is who Eddie Griffin thinks he is. Now, I don't mean it like he's biting off the cat. I'm
That's
telling
crazy.
you,
That's
I'm
crazy.
not. I'm not saying like that. I'm saying I think that he thinks his delivery is Katt Williams esque, and it's not. You know what I'm saying?
I think if you
It's
listen
not.
to old Eddie Griffin,
I
you
listen,
would
but
see
I've
more
listened to.
similarities.
The thing about it is, I like Eddie. So
You
I
seen
so I
Voodoo
listen.
Child?
So
You
I
seen
listen.
Voodoo Child?
I don't know. I've seen all this shit. I don't know
You seen
exactly
all
the names,
this?
but I've seen the majority of his stand-ups. I'm not gonna say
Okay.
all of them, but I've seen a lot because I like Eddie. I like Eddie, so I always give him some action. I'm gonna listen. But do I laugh? No.
Right.
You know
It's
what I'm
kind of
saying?
like,
I'll just be like, I really honestly, he be teaching me more shit than he be making me laugh.
fair.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I'll be like, let me see, because I know Eddie Griffin gonna say something that I just can't take his word for, so I have to investigate it. And for the most part, I'm like, okay, Eddie was spitting. Is he funny? Not so much. I'll be like, all right, bro. You know what I'm saying?
He's more matter of fact. He's like a matter of fact comedian, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna point out the obvious. Like, we're not talking about
his movies are better than his stand-up.
Fair.
What? So Ox, let me ask you. Let me ask you. What comedians?
Did he write Soul Brother? My fault.
No. I don't know if he wrote it. I'm just saying his acting is funnier.
Okay.
So let me ask both of y'all then. Who are y'all top 3 favorite comedians? Like, who y'all top 3 favorite comedians off the top head?
Oh, that's easy for me. It go Bernie, Dave, Bill Burr.
That's a nice 3.
For me, it goes Bernie. Damn. It's tough. This tough. It goes Bernie, Patrice. It's a toss-up between Katt and Dave. Is more for Dave, but Katt, when he's, I don't know, I feel like he had like a prime where like this guy was untouchable, bro. Like, but you know what's crazy too? Sometimes I take out Patrice O'Neal for like, you can integrate like what's her name? I forgot her name. I'll stick with those. For now.
Okay.
I got more. I don't have a top 3, bro. I don't have a top 3 because in different times and different, like, I think they had a spot. For me, Kevin was overrated. I get why he's funny. Don't get me wrong. Like, serious funny. Like, I get it. Even when I rewatch it, there's a lot of rewatch value. It's not bad. But for me, when I first watched it,
early 2010s, Kevin Hart had some moments though. You know what I'm saying? He did have some moments.
Right.
But yeah, as you know, as he got later into his career, you know, it blatantly obvious that he wasn't as funny as we thought he was.
And to be fair, obviously, can some people carry that funny into like mainstream style films? Because now he's doing like reinterpretations of movies, but Jumanji, he's doing like 21 Jump Street, like he's doing all these remakes of the same plot line, the same funny line. Like, you're not really doing anything that's making you stand out besides just all you did when you got into the mainstream. You just picked up on all the mainstream like scripts. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, it's not creative, it's not inventive. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I think sets those other guys apart from me, is that even when they went mainstream, for the most part, it still was a little bit unique. When Dave Chappelle was kind of like mainstream, he was still unique. When Katt Williams was mainstream, he was still unique. It's like Kevin Hart just went into like the Rock role, like, you know what I mean? As far as it's like, yo, how did you end up like the Rock?
And that's what I was about to say, Tex. That role, him playing that role of the little goofy guy that's like, I just keep envisioning like the little guy trying to beat up the big guy and just that's Kevin Hart. Like, when I think Kevin Hart, that's what I think. Just throwing punches that don't hurt.
I get the little guy that's getting kicked out the club and he's flailing.
Jazzy Jeff getting thrown out the mansion.
Somebody got him in a full Nelson.
Jazzy Jeff getting grabbed by the back of his pants and thrown out the mansion. That's what I see when I think Kevin Hart. Like, come on, like we need something new from you, Kev. Kev has some funny shit though. He's not one of my top comedians, but I've laughed at a lot of Kevin Hart shit. Definitely.
Yeah, I've laughed at a lot of it.
I've laughed at Cedric shit. Cedric. Now I didn't know he wasn't writing this shit. You know what I'm saying? But Ced was funny as shit to me. Kings of Comedy had me rolling. All 4 people. Obviously, Bernie stole the show, but all them dudes had funny shit. DL was hilarious. Like that shit was funny to me. You know what I'm saying? All of them were funny. So
I rock with Spank. Pause. But Spank Norton, I fuck with him. He's funny.
Pause. That's that nigga's name.
Yeah, nah, Spank is crazy. Your nickname is Spank? Crazy, son. What you mean, my boy? Man. Spank? Yo, never mind. Spank what, bro? What are you spanking? Pause. But anyways, bro. But he's funny though. Michael Shea funny. I rock with Michael Shea. He's funny.
Yeah.
He cool. Like he cool.
Yo, Tex. You want me to tell you who's not funny?
Ooh.
Oh, they hate it when I say this.
Gerard Carmichael? Yeah, he not funny at all.
Oh no, that nigga's not funny.
Yeah,
I'm talking about he's funny. This is another dude whose movies were hilarious, but his stand-up was mediocre at best.
Who?
Richard Pryor, bro.
Wow.
See,
Richard Pryor's stand-up, bro. Richard Pryor's stand-up was mediocre, bro.
Hey, Ox, you're trying to go.
I think it was. I think it was dated for that time.
I'm trying to tell the truth, bro.
I think it was dated for that time, though,
bro.
I think that's what it is.
Okay, well, how come Red Fox is still hilarious? But Richard Pryor not, bro. I'm trying to tell you, Richard Pryor's stand-up was just kind of like all Richard Pryor was trying to do was just make people shocked. He was just trying to ride off the shock value more than trying to be funny, bro. And like, and so I can maybe that's why it's dated, because it's not that type of shit ain't as shocking. Like having intercourse with white women isn't shocking anymore.
Right.
So saying that, then now it's just kind of like, well, we all do
everybody's
that,
no big deal. Everybody,
you know what I'm saying? So including you, Tex, including you.
Wait, but, me? That's crazy.
But what I'm saying is like, bro, Richard Pryor's stand-up, bro, was super hype.
Mid at best. I'll say mid at best. Yeah, I'm not gonna say it was trash.
Red Fox washing. I'm talking about washing.
I agree.
It ain't even close.
I agree.
It ain't even close. Richard Pryor. I'm gonna stop trying to be nice. Richard Pryor's stand-up was fucking ass, bro. That shit was garbage, man.
Oh, now let me ask you this. I'm gonna say this. Since you want to jump out the window, I'm gonna say this. Low key, I'm not gonna hold you. Chris Rock not really that funny. He low key boo boo to me, bro. Chris Rock,
I don't.
You might be low key boo boo, son. Like if you really think about it, he be saying really mad at, like
he's saying that shit because he got slapped.
Chris Rock really do that. Yo, he say the obvious, like, oh my God, let's talk about this. What's up with old people? Like, what, bro? Like, you are mad of a fat guy. Nah, bro. I don't want to hear what you're talking about, bro. You don't talk about nothing, bro. I can't even impersonate him, because when I listen to his like comedy, it gets me tight. Like, comedy's supposed to make you laugh, and it make me mad when I'm listening to him, bro. He's way more funny in his movies, bro. Way more fun. And he's like, to me, he's not that funny, but he's way more funny in the movies, bro. He was way more funny in the movies. Like, hey, at least the joint with what's shorty name?
No, that was funny, bro. You talking about I think I love my wife.
I think I love my wife. That was funny.
That's
that way it was shorty. Yo, Ox. Once I said shorty, once I said shorty, you know what I'm talking about.
I know what you
Kerry
want
Washington.
Right
Gee, oh, she was devious. She was moving devious.
I ain't gonna lie, man. This is wild. Chris Rock is funny, man. Chris Rock's funny sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Especially
his stand up. You think his stand up is funny?
I think some of his stand up was funny. You know what I'm saying?
Some of his stand up was solid.
Some of his stand up was solid.
Some of it was cool.
He was a movie me, my boys.
Yeah,
go ahead.
When he was talking about the difference between black people and niggas, that was hilarious. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, okay, yeah. But
that was hilarious.
I think Patrice could have done that better. I think Corey Holcomb could have done that better.
Now, Steezo in the comments brought up a real name that I wanted to get to. Yo,
Seinfeld. Y'all don't fuck with Seinfeld?
Oh yeah, he's overrated.
Whose stand up was hilarious though? Ray Romano. Ray Romano got some shit.
Really?
Ray Romano got some shit. Yeah, Ray Romano got some shit.
I never heard this joint.
But you know, the humor behind Seinfeld, if you ask me, is Larry David.
Isn't it the writing? Isn't it?
Yeah,
the
Larry
writing?
David, Larry David,
Like the
Larry,
other
like,
characters and all that shit, like all of it being
yeah,
together.
I
And shit
think
like
I
that.
think that's
But it's
the genius behind Seinfeld. Like Seinfeld, the thing about Seinfeld's stand up that gets me is his voice and delivery. Like his voice is funny as shit. You know what I'm saying? And that might just be a New York thing. So maybe not. It's not funny to you, Tex, because you hear.
Oh no! I like Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Yeah, but Curb Your Enthusiasm. But that's Larry David though.
But that's what I'm saying. Like that's why I don't like Seinfeld. Seinfeld, he's trash. Like he's the blow of the. To me, he actually is like he's getting carried on the show.
That's not true, by the way, because
that's definitely not true.
There's plenty of white comedians who are hilarious. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right.
So, but the difference is though, what he's saying, Deslo,
Kevin James, I think he's dumb funny. I think he's dumb funny.
But Deslo, to your point though, Deslo, I kind of get what .com is saying. Whereas Bill Burr, I think he kind of, he's aiming to make black folks laugh too. Seinfeld, I think he's just cool with. That's true. I think he's fine with white folks, and but I used to, but the show Seinfeld is funny as shit. Seinfeld's stand up, it's high, but the show, okay, that shit's funny as hell, bro. I don't care nobody said.
Yeah, I'm not gonna hold you though. They write in the comments, yo, Theo Von, that boy is hilarious.
Theo Von is hilarious, bro.
Yo,
Andrew Scholes too. Andrew Scholes is funny.
I don't like Andrew Scholes. He's funny. He's funny. He just go too far. Like I said before. Like I like offensive comedy. I like offensive comedy from white folks too, not just us. I like offensive comedy from anybody. From anybody. Anybody can get it. Like I don't care. Make fun of us too. Like that's one thing I don't like. I don't like when people be like, "Oh, you can't say that about black folks." Like, nah, say whatever the fuck you want. Nigga, we got a lot of funny ass stereotypes too. Get at us too.
Yeah, right.
Andrew Schultz, he goes too far to where he's only trying to be offensive. Like, but you're not even trying to be funny. You're just trying to be disrespectful. You're just up here disrespecting people and not in a funny way.
And if you just got to be careful too. Like you don't want to rub people too much in the wrong way. Where now it looks like you're just attacking. Because that energy eventually, when it comes back around. You don't want that, bro. Like, try to keep it in the funny realm. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like sometimes you know when the limit is pushing. I feel like he's pushing the limit a little too much sometimes. So that takes away the comedy, the funny aspect from me. Like, I'm like, you doing it a little too much. You're trying a little too hard sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Like, you really trying to poke the bear. Like, you're not even trying to, like, really, you know what I'm saying?
The thing is with Andrew Scholes, right? I feel like he does that because you gotta, like, in today's day and age, you gotta stand out. You know what I'm saying? Right. You gotta find a way to stand out amongst the crowd.
To cut through that algorithm. I'm gonna hold you.
Yeah, and with everybody trying to be safe, with everybody trying to be PC, he broke through by not doing that. You know what I'm saying? He broke through by, being flagrant, being, not having safe comedy. He even made fun of a lady that was having a seizure at one of his shows. Like, he made jokes about her. Like, it was hilarious, bro. He's hilarious. He's hilarious, man.
That's insane. Hey, also shout out to Katt Williams for shouting out Sacramento. You know what I'm saying? That when he staying out there and growing his comedy in Sacramento. That's what's up. That's what's up from Katt. But yeah, though, man, like Katt really got the internet on fire right now. I don't think this is over. I think this is gonna go a little further. The one thing I will say is I think I don't know how to, and I can't prove it, but I think DL is happy about this.
That's
DL posted just keeping it real light. Whereas a lot of times DL will get involved in something. You know what I mean? And
he does crash out a lot. He be ready to crash out.
And DL is a legend. He's hilarious. DL is not only funny on the silver screen, funny on TV, but he's hilarious in stand up. DL is one of the comedic gods, if you ask me.
I agree.
Katt Williams made sure to say that, and he even when the Kings of Comedies came up, he showed DL love. He put on for my man Bernie, and I don't know. I think DL is just like over there, kind of like, yeah, you niggas, you know what I'm saying?
see what happens, how it all comes around, like, because remember, DL used to be like the punching bag of the rest of them. They used to have their little, 1-2, because obviously DL was the small, the I would say the less famous comedian and shit, but throughout the years, I feel like DL was able to kind of venture out, like you guys said, and get on silver screen, get on TV, all that, right? He was able to kind of elevate his brand to the point where now on the radio show, he's still getting, garnering attention and comments and stuff like that, compared to like Steve Harvey. Obviously, at this point, like Steve Harvey has made himself into a household name, but at what cost? Like now you're just kind of like a caricature of yourself. You're not really kind of like authentic to, like, now when you do, people are making skits about you now. Like you're a punching man. Like now you are a muse. Before were you able to gather and be take society as a muse? Now you're the muse. You get what I'm saying? So now it's kind of like you're the butt of your own joke now.
I think this will either go one or two ways for Katt Williams, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think everybody's gonna come out and throw more salt into the wounds of Steve Harvey, Cedric, and Ricky Smiley, or they're gonna all look at Katt and be like, "Yo, Katt, what the fuck are you doing? Like, what the fuck are you doing, bro?"
That's more likely that one does.
Yeah, so that's what I'm thinking.
Oh, it's panic time. It's panic time. Like this, and that's the thing about it. Look at what's happening in terms of the responses. A lot of the things is not like discrediting what he's saying, right? Obviously we'll hear in the upcoming month if any lawsuits happen, right? Defamation, whatever the case may be. So we'll see.
Ain't gonna be none of that.
And that's my point, Ox. Obviously, I'm just saying that just to cover our bases, but for the most part, that's not gonna happen. And he knew what he was saying. To me, obviously, they was still sipping on a little bit something, but he was clear, he was coherent, he wasn't everything you knew, like he was making facial like reactions, so like, yo, listen, I know exactly what I'm saying, I know exactly what I'm doing, and you guys tell me otherwise. And everybody else is doing nuanced responses, right? They'll focus on one thing he'll say, or they'll say, instead of taking away the broader aspect that he's trying to lay out, which for the most part, that's what happens to people like Katt Williams, people like Patrice O'Neal. They'll take these little small tidbits, right? Hyper focus on that, so that way they make that a thing, and it just goes back and forth, and it's like a smoking mirror. You don't know what's happening, and you're focusing on the larger picture that Katt is trying to set at the table. So salute to Katt and salute to Unc, man. This might be the Breakfast Club, like Ray J situation. Remember when Ray J called in and he spazzed on Fabulous and he said, "I got the Mayweather goons." Like, go salute to Fab. I'm glad he dodged that situation. Yo, salute to Ray J. And that propelled the Breakfast Club. So this might be one of those.
This is definitely one of those interviews, man, where the Charlemagne, like you said, the Breakfast Club, when they had Birdman on, like this is one of those kind of interviews, you know what I'm saying? So we'll see what happens as a result. But shout out to Katt, man. One last thing I wanted to talk about for the culture. I know this has been a long ass culture segment, but one last thing I wanted to talk about. Did y'all see the clip of the guy who jumped over the stand to attack the judge? Bro, did y'all see that clip?
Whoa, yo, he's so bounced, bro. I'm talking about. Hey, he cleared the whole shit, bro. For real, he cleared the whole shit. Like, you know how when you when it's like 4th and goal, and you at the second, and somebody jump, they leap the leap the pile, bro. Did y'all see that shit?
Something like a panther pouncing on a zebra, bro.
And it's
pouncing on a gazelle, bro.
It wasn't funny, right?
That was too much work, bro.
Did you see her face? Did you see her face when he come? She said, "Fight to get up." Nah, you ain't going nowhere.
Yo, that's not.
Yo, her life flashed before her eyes when she seen that black man running at her, bro.
Yes.
She was
stop playing with people's lives, y'all. And this is what happens. This is what's so. You gotta stop playing with people's lives like that, man. People are gonna.
She was doing her job, Tex.
I feel it, but damn,
She's
son.
a judge, nigga. She was doing
probably
the time.
said
You buy. It was. Think about it. It was a violation.
I
wasn't
saw it
even
with no video on. I didn't hear the video. I saw it
Yeah,
with
but
no.
it wasn't. It wasn't
Well, I
even
mean, no
like.
audio. I saw it with no audio. I said I saw no. I saw it with no audio on.
Yo,
Yeah, he
but
definitely
but
don't
my
trust
thing,
Palomalo. That's a
my
fact.
my thing is this: now I don't know the ins and outs of the whole court case. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
He
right.
might feel like he got railroaded. My
He
thing
probably
is,
did.
you know, my thing is it was a violation. It could, you know, but it could have been emotions. It could have been some shit like, man, it's the holidays. You about to go sit me down for might be a 90-day type situation. Might not even be nothing crazy, but he probably like, man, it's the holidays. I'm missing my kids. Type. It could have been. He could have just snapped.
Right.
But for shit like that, it's niggas like that that's supposed to be locked up. Like, nigga, what? Nigga, so you do that? Nigga, like you got to think, bro. Imagine. Come on, Tex. Imagine if it was just supposed to be like a little 90-day violation type. I don't know what it was, but let's just imagine. For the sake of this, let's imagine that. He turned that from that to 3 years that fast, bro. That fast, nigga.
Not just 3. He probably gonna get more than 3. Like that's you violate.
Oh, yeah, she's like,
you're
dangerous. That's what she said to him.
Oh,
you're dangerous.
But he is. But he is dangerous.
Right.
But think about this though. Not only did his sentences triple up at best. It tripled up at best. But you know they beat the shit out that.
Oh yeah.
You know they beat the shit out that nigga.
Yeah.
And then they probably held him down.
Initiation beating.
They probably held him down like, Your Honor, you want some of this? You know what I'm saying? She came with the gavel. She came with the gavel. Oh, I wasn't even thinking the gavel. She came through some stilettos and stomped him out. The gavel, they was fucking him up. Oh, I'm talking about. I'm talking about. He was probably unrecognizable for about 4-5 days.
I'm telling you, bro, they put in pain on that boy, son. And what's worse is like you said, Ox. Imagine if it was like, you know, I didn't hear the terms, I didn't hear what audio. So imagine the terms, like you say, you got 1 more month. You feel me? She hit you with another 30 days, and the nigga he just snapped. Like literally, if you think about it, 30 days really gonna go by like that. Like, you feel what I'm saying? But like, he heard 30. And didn't hear today and said, "Oh nah, everything went, everything."
The thing is, black, right? Bro. The thing is, right? My thing is, how was he able to get a running start at the judge? You know what I'm saying? Where was the security at? The second thing I'm wondering,
a lot of the times,
a lot. The second thing I'm wondering, the second thing that I'm wondering, right? If he's in the courthouse trying to, you know, appeal, you know, trying to get probation, right? Why wasn't he? There was no handcuffs on him. He was free. Like he was free to just do his thing.
But it probably because then that leads me to believe that it wasn't like a crazy case. You know what I'm saying? That you know what I'm saying? It just leads me to believe that they wasn't jacking him like, oh, he harmless type shit. You know, so that's why I'm thinking it was something like that because.
The Draymond leap of hell, bro.
You know, like, if he's dangerous,
if he caught her, it would have been one of these. And Dre,
he for sure got her for a second. He grabbed her. She tried to get up and he snatched her with that left hand and pulled her down. You can see her fall too. They got him up off her quick, but he for sure roughed her up for a second, bro.
Yo, it would have been, he would have been a clean one of these, bro. You might have tapped. Judge might have had a tap. Would have been crazy, bro.
Because man, that
would have been for life.
Crazy.
Bro. That would have been for life, bro. Listen, that's all I'm saying is, listen, judges, have some grace. You know what I mean? Let people rock, bro. You know, people will crash out on you, bro.
Judges.
Y'all need bulletproof cases. Y'all need whatever the bulletproof pulpit, whatever y'all need. I need bulletproof stands, yo.
Yeah, bulletproof stands is crazy.
This my thing, bro. This my thing. Fuck all that. Don't have no fucking grace on motherfuckers like that. All right, because if he crazy enough to do that shit,
Right.
Ain't no telling what he do
What
out
he
here
doing
on the streets.
outside? What
Man.
doing outside?
Hey man, pack that nigga up, man. Shit.
He might be taking.
No, I'm not for life. Not no crazy shit. Not no crazy shit. I ain't talking about. I'm not talking nothing crazy. I'm not talking nothing crazy. But with, like let's say if it was a simple case like we was just assuming it was, 18 months to make him reconsider. 18.
He should just threw the Frank at her. He should just threw the Frank at her. He should just threw the Frank at her. All that, you know what I mean? Lunch. I think a calm throw to Frank. I'm not gonna say the words. It's a calm throw to Frank at her, and then she would have felt it. She would have been hurt. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
You know what I mean?
Because words would have got
afterwards. You know what I mean? F out of here. I see you when I see you.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think all of that would have been all right.
That's a terrorist threat. That's a terrorist threat.
That's a threat.
That's a terrorist threat. Nah, he gonna get boxed. Yeah, he gets boxed up. She gonna be ready to hit the gavel. He gonna say, "I'll see you when I see you." He gonna, whoa, wait, what you say?
Judge, anesthesia, please. I'm like, whoa, I didn't know it was that crazy. My fault. But nah, man, I feel bad for that guy, and keep your head up, my boy. Keep your head up.
Keep your head up for sure, man.
Keep your head up. That's shit, nigga. Keep your chin tucked, because they see they slide. They slide.
Hey, he gonna get mad. He gonna get mad respecting the pen though, because every person in there probably wanted to beat up that judge.
That's a fact. But everybody. She probably was having a bad day, Ox. She probably was having a bad day.
Yeah, it could be that. But the OG niggas is gonna be like, nah, bro, you stay the fuck around me, because you know what I'm saying. You're crazy ass. Hey, when we need you to crash, we gonna call you, but bro.
Oh yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact.
They gonna
lock him in. They gonna lock him in.
Because them niggas that be tripping on the COs, disrespecting the COs and shit. Mm-hmm. Those niggas, like them niggas, that shit is goofball activity. Like, bro, you pissing off the COs and shit, nigga. They run like, calm your ass down, bro. You know what I'm saying? You disrespect the COs and
they not gonna like that. They not gonna like that.
I'd be hella mad if he was my celly. Like, god damn.
Come on, bro. Now I'm not gonna hold you, bro. You need a couple of crash outs, bro. Because when you're really trying to get up out of there, when you trying to listen, bro. When you trying to make that escape plan, bro. You know what I'm saying? You need a crash out, bro. You need a crash out, bro. And now you're on foot on the way to Texas. You're on foot on the way to Texas. But I'm gonna say this though. Salute to Uncle Murda, man. He's at it again, man. He did it another time with the wrap up. I'm not gonna hold you. I'm gonna say this. It even sounds like he's kind of tired of rapping about it, because he's like, damn, man, shit crazy. Like, I don't feel like he had the same vigor as he used to. I feel like it looks like he's just like, it's all in a timeline order. I'm like, damn, it looks like he's just reading off tweets. You're not happy no more. But listen, people, for this year, stop doing dumb shit. Uncle Murda don't want to rap about this dumb shit no more. There was a couple of clever punchlines. It just felt like he was just saying the obvious at this point. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's not creative anymore. Like, you know what I mean? Like, talked about he talked about I'm not gonna hold you, the flagrant one that kind of stuck out to me was the Dwight Howard joint. That was kind of insane. I think he kind of did avoid some topics. You know what I'm saying? He kind of did light jab, didn't throw uppercuts like that, and he kind of doubled up on other people. So that's a little bit interesting. But other than that, salute to Uncle Murda. He did his thing. 2-parter. That's a lot of content. It was a good listen though. You could do your thing, roll something up, pour something, listen to it. It's a good cool little beat. You know what I mean?
I feel like what you said right at the beginning was hitting it right on the head. Tex. I think he's seemed like he kind of running out of gas. I don't know. I don't. Like, you know what I mean? I think this year was crazy enough, just like all the other years, and he just kind of was like,
y'all just bugging out. Like, I think the ending of the song should just be y'all just bugging out. You know what I mean? Like, y'all, you know what I mean? Like, and I get the hook of the song is like, yo, shit crazy, shit crazy. Like, you can't even come up with a good hook to describe what's happening, bro. The world is on its head. It's flipped on its axis, bro. We're watching like, it's like we're watching 3 TV shows at once. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're Inception. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, there's no way that this is happening. They're watching this. Like, there's no way this is happening. It's like, yo, you can't make this up, bro.
Yo, that's one thing that Katt Katt did send shots at Luda too. That's one thing that I didn't talk
Yeah,
about.
he said we got
And I
we
used
both
to
got
rock with
invited to
Luda too, bro. I thought Luda was nice.
I still do. Luda was nice. Luda still is nice, and he did gas that freestyle. But I'm not. I'm see this. It's shit like that. That's the shit I'm talking about. Like I'm not taking Katt Williams' word for that shit. Like, oh, we both got invited to we both got invited to an Illuminati party, and they said both of us can't have the sideburns in the hair. Like,
the timeline. I'm gonna shoot my son Katt Williams some bail. The timelines add up. The hairstyles add up. The little point joint with the little. There was only him and the Hardy Boys. I only seen them. Luda and the Hardy Boys. Them niggas was the only two niggas that was doing it. So all of a sudden, I see Luda and Fast and Furious. All of a sudden, I see Katt Williams. He don't do it no more. I wonder why, man. Listen, man. All I'm saying is
that shit, bro. That shit has zero correlation as far as
I'm gonna say this.
I'm not. Nigga, that's so circumstantial.
What they do at movie script readings, right? Remember that joke when the movie producer was like, oh, why don't you just, and he saw the movie producer do a line right in front of him and say, yo, why don't you do this movie? Like, wait, hold on, what's going on? So in these, all I'm saying is, if they're doing this at script readings, you've seen producers do that allegedly. You've seen writers do that allegedly.
Niggas like cocaine. Nigga.
Well, listen, but my point is
Hollywood. You can shit. You ain't never been to Hollywood.
So, Ox, you could imagine the parties, Ox. If that's happening at what's happening at the parties?
The same shit that's happening at most of them parties down there. You been to one of them parties, nigga? This is sex parties. They doing coke all over the place. It ain't nothing hidden. Like, nigga, everybody.
No, I didn't say it was hidden. I didn't say it was hidden.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
all I'm saying is
it's so normal. It's so normal. Like, I remember when my sister went to college down there. Before I was ever old enough to go down there and like kick it, she was like, "Yo, we went to the parties with the remember the dude from Cousin Skeeter, light skinned dude from Cousin Skeeter."
Yeah. So
Arnett. She like, man, this nigga sitting on the kitchen table with a pile of coke this big, and they just got the cars. Everybody just come and do as much as they want.
Crazy,
you know what I'm saying? I'm like, so it's like that type of shit isn't like no. Oh, come to this party. It's a secret party. We're doing nigga cocaine. They doing coke like they're drinking water. So that, you know what I'm saying? Like,
hold on. Are you the same guy that we just talked about the freak off parties, and now you're telling me that there's no extra parties behind the parties? I think there's extra.
What I'm saying is, bro.
I think there's some extra after parties.
Like them motherfuckers do weird shit, and it's really not frowned upon.
In general. So you think, well, all right, I will say this. I agree. I think just that lifestyle and the West Coast is way more like prone to like, more
them
fluid.
Them dudes is down there. Them dudes is down there.
Everybody.
Bro, them dudes is down there fucking each other, Tex. And it's really not that frowned upon, bro. They down there fucking each other, bro.
That's fair.
And everybody knows it. It's not no secret party shit, bro. Like, and all of them aren't doing it, as far as I know, but a lot of them are. And it's
right,
yeah, we're fucking.
Yeah, I don't think
just like.
I think the way that maybe the way that Katt portrayed it is like this secret situation, and then it exploded into that. I will say this: I do feel like producers, whether it be in film, music, they do take a liking to people that they do just naturally bond with. So if you do go to these like parties, executive meetings, think tank groups, things like that, if these producers take a liking to you, they're going to invest into you more. Now, how much they take a liking to you, that's up for you and other people to interpret, right? But I do think, like, for example, like people, nepotism in general, whether through friendship groups, things like that, you like to work with people, you would like to be around people as you're working that you actually enjoy being around. Now, can you work with people that you don't like being around? Sure, you can. But for the most part, if you have the opportunity to put yourself around people that you enjoy being around, 9 times out of 10, you're going to do that. That's what you see. A lot of people have businesses and they try to include their friends first, and then they'll outsource to other people and things like that. So
that's good business to me.
Well, yeah. So obviously, but then that plays into now nepotism and how everybody else perceives it. If we're all, for example, Alex, just hear me out. If we're all pulling in all of our friends, right? And we're kind of shunning everybody out. From the outside looking in, of course, it's going to look like we all go, because we all go out and venture to these same frequent places. We all go eat here. We all go do this. We do these type of theme parties, things like that. Like, of course, it's going to look like more like, I'm not from the outside looking in, like it's a billionaires boys club kind of thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can't tell me that don't look like that from the outside.
As it should be, Tex, as it should be. I'm all for that. Like, yeah, we keep it in the group. Like, so like if Steve Harvey, Ricky Smiley, and Cedric Entertainer, if they got to click and they give each other jobs, they help each other, yeah, that's what we're supposed to do. I don't see no problem with that. Now, if we hang out together, like, I mean, shit, that's how we keep the weirdos from around us. And but wait, if we're and let's say gatekeeping. I'm okay with gatekeeping. I don't give a shit.
Gatekeeping isn't bad in certain scenarios. You know,
I'm fine with it. Like, I want to know who's around me. I want to be comfortable who I work with. I know what to expect from him. I know what to expect from her. I know what's gonna happen. I don't got time to be introducing new people to the circle. No new friends. No new friends. Like, I'm fine with that. I'm fine with, like, I have no problem with that, bro. I'm an advocate for nepotism. You know what I'm saying? Yes.
Advocate is crazy.
I'm an advocate for nepotism. If I own something and somebody comes and applies for this job, and let's say like out of a scale of 100, let's say they're a 89, and my nephew is an 82. My nephew's getting the job. And if you want this job over my nephew, you have to clear him.
You have to clear. Right. That's fair.
There can't be any discussion. It can't be close.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Because
if I'm a coach, and if I'm coaching my niece's basketball team, and she shoots 70% for the free throw line, 45% for the field, and this girl shoots 76% for the free throw line and 51% for the field. My niece is playing.
Oh yeah, she's starting. She has,
you know what I'm saying?
Kidding me?
Like, but that's just how it goes, bro.
No, that's a fact. Well, I'm gonna say this too. The reason why,
as long as the people I put on text aren't fucking it up, as long as they're not making mistakes and bullshitting, but you know what I'm saying, you have to be adequate. You have to be competent.
Right.
You know don't give some bird brain bozo the job.
That's the key right there, because a lot of these businesses who are like family owned, they'll just hand it to their son, even though their son failing in school, ain't shit, on drugs, and it's like
has no idea what the concept of anything is.
Yeah, you know your kid's a bum. Don't hand your business off to him.
Like, for example, like you'll see like and to be fair, there might be for some parents, and like you want your kid to not have to go through, like, for example, somebody that has their CDL and they're in the trucking business, right? A lot of times for some parents, they wouldn't want their children because they know the long hours sitting on your ass, the bad diets, like it's a lot of manual labor and it takes a toll on your body. So a lot of times they wouldn't want their children to do that. But let's say, for example, they end up being sick, and their children, they would want their child, you know what I mean, to kind of, you know, be able, or somebody that they trust, or some, you know what I mean. So sometimes there's this harsh reality where, like, do you want to give your child like your dreams and your goals, like if it's to continue your family legacy and things like that, or do you want them to, you know, kind of fall into it or make their own choice? I think you should always just let their child choose. Like if they find an interest in your family business, then yeah, include them. Obviously, I think you should give them basic skills that they should know, right? Whether it be if you're running a business, let's say you own a store and things of that nature. Like for a couple of summers, they're gonna learn how to work the registers. You know what I mean? They're gonna learn like how to do some form of like bookkeeping, something like that. So that way they understand, okay, this is how money works, things like that. So that way, in any field that they're in, they have that idea. Like if they open a store or be a manager, they'll have that basis. You know what I mean?
This the thing, Tex.
Right.
And Juan, I hear what you said in the comments too, Juan.
Right.
But we have to force our kids to do some shit sometimes, because our kids.
That's fair.
Kids are stupid. They're stupid. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're not stupid because they're just ignorant. Ignorant, stupid. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't know no better. They don't have no life experience. They think they know what they're doing, and in fact they do not. You know what I'm saying? It's like, no, I know what's best for you. You might think you want to do that, and you probably do want to do that. But check this out. You're doing this. You know what I'm saying?
But check it out, though.
Why are you doing this? Because this is better for you and this is better for the family. You know
Right.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now, obviously, there's exceptions. There's exceptions, you know, but it's I don't know, bro. I don't know.
Here's what I'll say. I'll give just a little bit of pushback before we jump into the next topic. The reason why is because I feel like it's a case by case for every child, right? I think sometimes that does work, but you're saying that in hindsight, knowing the type of person that you are now. So you're like, I'm cool with that form of discipline for myself because I know that turned me into the person that I am now. But that may discourage somebody else that can't handle that. They need to be reinforced with, like, I wouldn't say pandering, but more so of being more soft-spoken to. Not
Right.
like some of coddling to a certain extent. Like, you know, I'm teaching you, but I can't teach you in a harsh way. I need to just either let life happen and help pick you up or coddle you through this. I can't just, all right, I can't be the steel that sharpens your steel.
But it's
You get
more.
what I'm
It's
saying?
more
I
so.
have to
It's
be
more
that
so. You
pillow
have to.
that
If
lets life. You go.
If you like, especially with younger kids and like people in the adolescence, you know what I'm saying, like young adults, you got to show them the benefits early. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
fair.
A lot of people want you to wait, and that's when kids and people get distracted. Like, man, this ain't worth shit. I got to, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you show them the benefits, let them reap their rewards. They'll for the most part they'll stick with it. This is one thing I do want to say about this as a whole. When the powers that be push on us to not do business with family, when they push on us that you're not supposed to open a business with your brother or this and that, they're saying that because they're trying to brainwash us to not do that because they don't want us to do that because doing that uplifts the family and uplifts. There are great benefits with doing the same issues you can find with doing business with your family are the same issues you can find with doing business with Tom or Jerry over there. I'm telling you, all these problems are gonna arise in business no matter what. So don't listen to that dumb shit that they're telling you that doing business with family is a bad idea. Those are things that are pushed down to us so that we don't do business with our family.
Right.
Because keeping money in the family brings up the family. So I just want to make sure to say that y'all don't listen to that nonsense. You know what I'm saying? That's
100%.
just not true.
That's 100%. I agree with that. Like, couldn't say it any better. And one thing I did want to add real quick is like it's tough to, like you said, as you're trying to explain that bigger picture for some people, like they've went to either traumatic situations in life, blah blah blah, where it's dealings with trust, you know what I mean, like ability to trust, ability to compartmentalize, things of that nature. It changes from one family style to another family style to another family style to another family style. So it's hard to make a monolith collective thought of that ID. You know what I mean? Like, so I agree with you, Ox, but it's tough because the way that I present it to you, you may look at it like from a selfish point, like, oh, this is not gonna be beneficial to me, or like it's gonna be like holding me back, or I'm gonna have to sacrifice. And a lot of people don't understand like sacrifice, this and this, blah blah blah. Like those concepts are they change between person to person and from family to family, depending on what you went through, stuff like that. So that's why I said, when it comes to like the disciplining of children, like it's to like putting them in towards business and forcing them making choices and stuff like that. Even colleges, right? For example, in athletics, right? Let's say in scholarships, obviously with the NIL deal, you want the best environment for your child, but you don't know what's going to be best for them, like the playing style, the coach. You may have no idea how their sport interacts. All you're looking is the benefits of what it can do for them now, but you're not looking at the bigger picture. You know what I'm saying? So now you're making decisions for them. You get what I'm saying? So that's why I said there's a
when it comes to that though, and that's what I'm saying though. We can't let 17-year-olds make big decisions like that on their own. You have to step in and be like, you know what I'm saying? Like let's dwindle this down together.
Right.
Because we have more life experience in these kids, and that's to me that's very important. Like,
but don't you think that creates more friction? Let's say, for example, I go to Syracuse, right?
I'm fine with that friction.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair.
You know what I'm saying? That's like the friction is not what I'm trying to avoid. What I'm trying to avoid is regret. I'm trying to avoid you regretting making a bad decision when you turn 28 because of the decision you made when you were 18. That's what I'm trying to regret. I have no problem with you be like, come on, Dad, you always. I'm like, yo, it's that's fine. You know what I'm saying? You can be upset. You still my son. Like you still my daughter. I'm not tripping. Be mad. It's healthy. It's healthy to be upset sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But look, this is not what we're doing. You know what I'm saying? Like that's fine. If you're mature enough. Like, but there's also that. There's always that. Like my sister, compared to me, the maturity levels were a huge gap. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm still to the, like, and sometimes if you, it just depends what type of parent you are. If you're a helicopter parent and you know what I'm saying, you got to know, like, are you coddling this kid? Are you trying to make them stay close to home for this and that? Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just certain shit. But you know, this has been the longest culture segment we've ever done. Thank you, Katt Williams.
Katt Williams, man, you sparked a lot of conversation, man. You sparked a lot of conversation.
And one, you definitely got to let them learn on their own. Don't get me wrong, you got to let them learn on their own. But there's ways to do that. I definitely even at my kid's age now, I'll let them figure shit out. But bump your head on your own. But there are certain shit that's like no. You have to. And it's more of the facts of principles. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, that's not how we act.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's that's
you got to set the tone so that
we don't do that. You know what I'm saying? We're not doing that. We're not doing that. You know what I'm saying? This is how you act, y'all, like towards your brothers, to your siblings, to your mother. You respect your mother. Respect, certain shit.
Right.
You instill that shit right now, and then hopefully at the end that make better decisions. You know what I'm saying? Right. But let me get through a little bit of these current events real quick, and then Tex, we can get into it. I know you want to get into some things. I know the people are waiting for us to speak on some things that came out recently. Something we've been waiting on for a while. I'm shocked Easy not here right now because Easy was waiting for this.
Right, that's a fact. Salute to Easy, man. Salute to Easy. We gonna get to it though. We gonna get to it.
Well, before I do move on to these current events, does anybody want? Dezo, you good? You want to touch on anything else that from the cultural side, or we good?
That's it, man. That's it.
Okay, that's Bama in there. What up, Bama?
Salute to Bama, man. Salute to Bama, my guy.
Shit, man. I seen you was on that PT yesterday, man. Speedy recovery, fan. Speedy recovery.
Yeah. Salute to Bama, man.
How long you gonna be out for?
I'm not sure. But so we got a couple current events. I mean, one of these motherfuckers is really disheartening, man. It's just really, really fucking disheartening. And it's one of the reasons why I can't wait to move out of America, man. Because
that's the plan, huh?
For sure. The shit, and it's not like some American hater type shit. It's not even that. It's just like I love other countries. I like traveling. I like seeing other shit.
Right, me too, bro.
But I just get tired of the same bullshit, bro. So, and I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all heard about it. 17-year-old gunman kills a 6th grader and wounds 5 other people at an Iowa school. The shooter did unalive himself as well. I'll just read through this real quick, just the PowerPoint, just the points. I'm not gonna get too deep into into everything, but it's crazy. But it was the first day of school back. It was a 17-year-old gunman killed a 6th grader and wounded 5 other people Thursday morning at Perry High School near Des Moines, Iowa. The 5 people wounded included 4 students and 1 school administrator. The school's principal, Dan Marburger, was among the injured, according to officials in another school district. The attack was one of at least 4 mass shootings that have unfolded in the United States in 2024. 2024 just started yesterday. Already 4 mass shootings.
Selection year,
crazy, bro. And
it's not going to stop. Unfortunately,
it marks the 2nd U.S. shooting on school property in 2024. Like 2 school shootings.
What's up with people trying to take their anger out on on innocent kids, bro.
Yeah.
Kids that ain't done nothing yet. Like they haven't done nothing yet. Like what's up
Very,
with that?
it doesn't make sense. That's what, like you said, that's the real question. Why would adults take out their anger on children?
Well, he was 17.
He was 17.
Oh, he was 17.
Oh, he was,
Yeah, the shooter was 17.
Oh, shoot, 17.
And-
Oh, okay.
and he went
But-
to
Oh,
his-
yeah,
his
well,
school.
No,
It was
no.
his
So what it was
school,
is he was so apparently so in the article that I read,
Mhm.
apparently he was 17. They had a breakfast program at the school. So there
Okay.
was, I guess there was kids from the middle school and elementary school there too in the breakfast program. I'm not sure if it's so I'm not sure if it was like one of those K through 12 schools
Mhm.
or if it was like the breakfast program is here and they bus them to school. I'm not exactly sure, but what I did read was that they were all together because of the breakfast before school program situation, I guess. So the shooting took place before school started.
Mm.
I guess it was a little before the bell rang. So
Okay.
yeah, bro, that shit is wild, bro. That shit is wild. I hate when that shit happens. Like
Wow.
how does a 17? So obviously the gun probably came from his parents then, right?
usually they do, but I can't say yes or no on this one. I don't know.
That's wild to me, man. Like yo, I need parents to keep their eyes on their kids, bro. Be involved in their kids' lives, see what they're going through, like see what's happening with them. Like
It's insane, yo. Listen, I've seen it, like you said, I've seen it on different levels. Because I have like nieces and nephews and cousins and stuff like that. So I've seen like on different spectrums, I mean, different levels of like how like depression, mental health, like all these issues can arise in the like children. I'm like watching it in real time. Like I've seen it where like depression in like for example like 12 to 13-year-old, then to like a teenager, then at small as like an 8-year-old. You get what I mean? Like just small little things that you're not really paying attention to, that you're attributing to like, oh, you're just going through growing pains as a child. You get what I'm saying? Like mental, you get over it. Like, no, but really these are like telltale signs of like, whether it be lack of attention, you know what I mean? Lack of even eating properly, like dieting. You get what I'm saying? Like these are like little small things like that people don't really pay attention to that could end up creating these situations that you're not handling, you know?
I blame this on video games.
Hell no, that's crazy.
He might not be wrong, guys. He might not.
Bro, motherfuckers sit in that room. They sit in that funky ass room, smelling like pizza rolls, Fritos, and gym
hot dog
socks.
water.
I'm talking about they sit in that motherfucker playing Call of Duty Modern Warfare for 6 hours a day, shooting motherfuckers and respawning, just shooting, respawn,
just getting aggy. Yo, Ox, you're right though. Just getting aggy though, Ox.
I'm not saying parents don't got no blame. I'm just saying, like, you know what I'm saying? It's more than just one thing. That's the problem. A lot of people just want to say, "Oh, this is the problem." It's the accessibility to guns. I had access to guns. We all had access to guns. You know what I'm saying? Like at my school, like don't get me wrong, it was niggas coming to school with guns in their backpack, but they had no intentions on shooting up the school. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
They just bring it for protection. Just in case.
Come on, bro. It's guns everywhere. So we say it's guns. We say, oh, parents aren't being good parents. Have you? There's been a lot of stupid ass kids that do stupid ass shit. That got a 2-parent household, very active PTA mothers, all types of shit. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy, bro. So there are a lot of influences, but to me, I don't think there's any need for kids to be sitting around 8 to 12. Bama say 16. I'm talking about kids on this motherfucking gun, and they just want to kill something, bro.
No, that's a fact. No,
like
listen.
these, and that's one thing. I know. Sometimes I be saying shit, and it be aligning with, you know. I know y'all. A lot of times people get upset with me when I be saying, "Well, Charleston White was right." Yo, these little motherfuckers are demons. They just want to kill something.
No, but I'm gonna say that. Let me say this, just to give a little bit of pushback. And I'm curious what Des has to say too. We see it way more. I think social media. I think that it's not that much different than how it was before. I think what happened is everything was done on the low, And those who knew, you knew. You get what I'm saying? That's why there's street tales, there's street legends, because like the folklore that was built up, because all these things that was happening in the dark, people wasn't knowing about it. But what's happening is because social media is brandishing it, and now people are doing it for attention. That's where it's happening. It's the peer groups are using social media to bait each other to crash out. That's what it is. And I agree to a certain extent. Video games makes it adds to certain parts of like anxiety and like your serotonin level, like you get an aggy real fast. Think about it. You play Call of Duty, and if you're nice, most of the time you're able to desensitize from Call of Duty. But if you're not nice in Call of Duty and you're getting smoked, and you're getting smoked, and you're getting
you got to stop
16 hours, Ox, I'm gonna be tight. That's not fun.
But my thing is when I say shit like that is because I'm not thinking about it from the way my brain works. You know what I'm saying, because that's what we have to stop doing. We have to stop thinking. We have to stop thinking that these kids think the same way we thought. Like we that's not at all.
Yeah, no, it's a different mentality.
Like I've worked in group homes. I've worked in level 14 group homes where it's the step before juvie. If you leave here, you're either aging out, and most of those kids end up homeless, or you're going to jail, so you're either going to juvie, jail, or prison, or you're going to St. Helens, which is the psych ward. These are the type. That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about kids with severe trauma. I'm talking about kids that have serious chemical imbalances.
Balances, right.
That's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about 16-year-old me. 16-year-old me wanted to play basketball, smoke weed, and fuck bitches.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's fair.
That's what 16-year-old me wanted to do. These 16-year-olds don't know how to talk to girls.
Right.
They don't got no real friends. Right. Their friends are people that they met that they've never seen before.
That's fair.
You know what I'm saying? That's who I'm talking about. I'm not talking about kids that have, like what Buddy was saying. I'm not talking about kids like that, buddy. I'm not talking about people that have witnessed reality.
Yeah, that was going outside and shit like that.
I'm not talking about this. We've seen shit. When I was growing up, I seen shit.
Right.
When we was growing up, we seen shit. We seen what happens if you say the wrong thing to the wrong person. You get slapped in your mouth.
Right.
We seen shit. I've seen niggas get shot.
Right.
I know what hot lead does to skin. I know what hot lead does to body parts.
Right.
I'm not talking about. I'm talking about that. I'm not talking about kids that have seen death on the TV screen. Oh my God, I got a 15 kill streak. Oh,
right. That's
calm the fuck down, bro.
Skewed reality, Oxen. That's what it is. Like there is a skewed reality, and I agree. There is a disconnect, but I feel like it adds on to it, Ox. Yes, I think that adds on to it. It's like it's a boost for sure. But it's really their peer groups. If you think about it, Ox. They really is girl, like you said, they don't know how to talk to girls. So now it turns into a flex contest. And now I'm gonna go into some shit. I'm gonna start doing some, get into my hustle so that way I can flex on the gram, show my bread. And then now I'm gonna go into either money wars with other niggas to show that I'm flexing. And now I'm gonna crash out, or we beefing over high schools on the gram or whatever the case may be. We live in different hoods, but we're showing each other how tough we are because we're trying to get signed, because a lot of us is rappers and we try to get signed, so we're going to crash out like that. You know what I'm saying? It's each other's peer groups, like you said, that don't know how to communicate with each other. But the video games, what it did was desensitize kids to violence. So they think, low-key, that they can reboot. They think that life, they think they think that like somebody pull out a hammer on them.
You can't respond.
Right. Like you're not gonna respond after that, bro. You're not gonna respond, bro.
And what I'm saying is a lot of people think like what we're saying is crazy, and it is crazy. And understand, so if you think what I'm saying is crazy, that's a good thing. That means you're probably not a threat. You're probably not one of these people that's gonna just bug out and shoot up the supermarket.
Right.
I'm happy that when you hear these things, you're like, nah, that's insane. That means that you're a sane person, because sane people don't think this way. You know what I mean? Like I'm talking about them kids. Like once again, I refer to an interview I was watching with Charleston White, and he was talking about when you and that I'm not bashing single mothers. Don't get me wrong. I'm not bashing single mothers, so let me make sure I get that out there. But you do have a lot of young men who are raised super sensitive because they mama only whoop them when she's having a bad day, when her boyfriend break up with her or something like that, and so she gets super freaked out and gets to tripping, and she's slapping the shit out this little nigga because his daddy ain't come through this week type shit. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. Them little niggas, they get real upset. They go in the room and they just play video games. Just,
punch their wall when they lose a game, you know crash out, throw the controller at the screen, start screaming and shit.
Or there's also them kids whose dads are just too hard on them. Man, toughen up, bitch. Stop acting like a bitch. You know what I'm saying? Them type of dads. That shit isn't good for you either.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You just now you don't. These kids are just kids, bro. They don't know how to process this shit. Right. So when adults take out their anger on kids don't know what the fuck is going on. You know what I'm saying? The first when they don't got no coping mechanisms, first say, let's kill this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
Was it last year? The NFL player. The NFL player that got the former LFA player that got clapped by his son, clapped his son and his mom's. It's crazy.
My thing is, bro. I remember my mom had a boyfriend, and my mom wasn't the type to, just have niggas in the house. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I never had to deal with none of that type of shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But she did have this one boyfriend that used to pull up sometimes, buff nigga. You know what I'm saying? I open the door, he'll be like, "Man, where your chest at, little nigga?" I'll be like, bro. I'm like, bro, all right, nigga. keep fucking with me. Keep fucking with me, bro. We gonna sit your ass down, nigga. Stop.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I never had any intentions on doing that to the nigga. But at the same time, I'm just like, bro, like that used to go. That was the first thought that came to my head. Like, bro, say keep fucking with me.
Right.
I'm not playing with you, nigga.
It's about to be Jody, man, and I'm gonna be on the winning side on that one. Don't turn to baby boy scene. I'm gonna win that Jody.
I'm trying to tell you, bro. This shit. Those are the thoughts that go through kids' head, bro. When I'm 15, 16 years old, this nigga say something like to me, I'm like, bro, I'll call my partner because he right down the street. He got something under that mattress, nigga. Stop playing with me, bro. Like those are the things that kids think. Like we're just kids, nigga.
That's a fact.
So that's what I'm saying. There's a lot of shit that goes into our everyday life that we see that we probably shouldn't be seeing so often because a lot of these kids ain't never been outside, bro. So they just can't function. Like these kids that sit on their phones all day and play this, they're not learning how to interact with other kids. They're not learning how to handle disputes. They're not learning how if he takes my ball, I can go get it back.
Right.
I don't either gotta run in the house and cry about it, or I don't gotta do something over the top. We can talk, we can discuss this, and if we got to get them up, we can get them up. There's nothing wrong with that. These kids ain't never been in no fights. These kids ain't never gotten no arguments. So when they do get out their mama house and they're 19, 20 years old, once they go to the grocery store and their cart bumps into somebody else, they don't know how to react to that. They don't know how to say, "Oh, excuse me." You know what I'm saying? They don't know how to be like, "Oh, I'm sorry, man. Were you in line? My bad." You know what I'm saying? Or I'm a punk now. You got to die. You got to die. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
These are issues, bro. These kids don't have no coping mechanisms, my nigga. They're out here wilding the fuck out because they spent 12 years of their life in that stinking ass room, smelling like Fritos, pizza rolls,
like hot
and
butt,
dirty ass socks, nigga.
That smell like hot butt.
Yo,
clean your ass.
It's funny that you say that because there was a clip on Twitter that I seen of this old lady walking up to this teenager at like some random supermarket, and like the teenager was in line like trying to buy his items, and the old lady was a little too close to him. You know what I'm saying? But his reaction to her being a little too close to him was to just sock her in the face. Like this was like at least a 70-year-old lady, bro, at least. And he just straight up punched her in the face. And I'm like,
that's crazy, son. That's crazy.
I'm like, bro, why did it need to go
there?
Not
the old lady, man.
Why did it need to go there, bro? Like, and that's part of what you were saying, Ox. Like, these kids don't know how to handle confrontation. They don't know how to handle like what to do in scenarios where you need to speak up for yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like they don't know.
And that's what I tell my kids all the time. It's even little shit from the time my kids were able to know what they wanted to eat at restaurants. You have to order for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Just little shit like that. You got to make sure you speak up. Look at her in the eye. Look at him in the eye. Make sure that they can hear you. Because if you don't speak up for yourself, nobody's ever going to hear you. If nobody ever hears you, nobody's ever going to listen to you. If nobody ever listens to you, you will never get what you need. And if you never get what you need, who gives a fuck about what you want? You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
Use
Ox,
your voice,
bro.
nigga.
Ox, bro. That's the
I
quote
gave him a
for next
5-bar scheme
episode.
just now. You just gave him a 5-bar scheme.
Yeah, bro. What the hell? You a rapper? You a rapper?
Just give him a 5-bar
You still got the pad?
A little bit. But I'm saying, though, bro, if you don't speak up for yourself, bro, you gotta learn how to use your voice, bro. Because if not, you're gonna have to learn how to use your hands. If you don't got no hands, you're gonna pick up a weapon and do something that you ain't got no business doing, bro.
That's the evolution of what you're saying. Like that's where, or probably the evolution, right? Before it was the opposite, where we was always outside, we was always doing this, boom, boom. And if it's funny, because like it took me a little minute to kind of like, because I was always outside, like just like sitting down and watching YouTube videos. Like I used to kind of get bored. I'm like, oh damn, I ain't really like, I can't sit down and just, you know what I mean, just be on the computer and all that and thing like. But little by little, obviously, you know, more and more we got adapted to it. But before, like I couldn't like even like it's not like I'm like I was born with computers, was alive and all that. But my point was like it was way more fun to be outside and the interactions of like in real time, like you know what I'm saying, like versus like I don't know, like it's weird to me. Like I feel like everybody either likes a certain thing for one moment and then they don't like it no more. But everybody does it all at the same time. You know what I'm saying? Like it don't feel like you're learning about new things. It feels like similar things are happening in all places at the same time now. You know what I mean? Like doesn't feel like it's too much of a cycle that we in. You know what I mean? Like too much of a like you said, the algorithm. Take yourself out the algorithm.
Yeah, social media is hell of a drug nowadays, man. It's a hell of a drug.
That's a fact. Yeah. And it takes a couple of people to kind of shake it up. But other than that, it's just been the same thing over and over and over and over. Music, whatever the case may be, is just same old shit.
Right.
But RIP to those kids though. RIP to those kids.
Yeah.
Though,
well, I think so far the what I got is there was a 6th grader that passed away, and the actual shooter. I believe the other four victims as of now, I believe that they're still alive. But yeah, definitely RIP to everybody that lost a life, even the shooter. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what that person was going through, and I'm not trying to cut him no bell or nothing. But man, RIP to them too. You know, shit. Right? You had to be RIP. Had to be a terrible day for you to decide to, you know, do something so crazy, like so drastic. That's a, you know, I don't know, but this actual next current event is going to lead into what I believe Tex wants to get to.
Go ahead, man. Start it off, my guy.
My man Aaron Rogers on the Pat McAfee. Am I saying his last name? McAfee or McAfee?
Pat McAfee, yeah, Pat McAfee.
Pat McAfee. So, so Pat McAfee actually is the one that offered an apology for some statements that Aaron Rodgers made on his show. I'll just go ahead and read the brief summary. So Aaron Rodgers, a recurring guest on Pat McAfee's show, said on air that Jimmy Kimmel is amongst those worried about the release of court documents that include the names of people who were associated with Jeff Epstein, whose 2019 suicide while he was awaiting trial on sex trafficking charges has been the source of countless conspiracy theories. Rogers says, there's a lot of people, including Jimmy Kimmel, really hoping that doesn't come out. Rogers added, if that list comes out, I definitely will be popping some sort of bottle.
Wow.
Kimmel, as one might imagine, didn't take Rogers' words lightly and threatened to take legal action. Kimmel is the host of the Jimmy Kimmel Live on ABC, which, like ESPN, is owned by Disney. ESPN does not appear to have commented publicly on the situation. Kimmel wrote on X, formerly known as Twitter, your reckless words put my family in danger. Keep it up and we will debate the facts further in court. Why would Aaron Rodgers say that?
I ain't gonna lie, it wouldn't be no talk. It wouldn't be no talking if I was Jimmy Kimmel. Defamation of character. Here you go. We'll see you in court, my boy.
But
that's a crazy allegation to throw out there.
Right. It's different from what that, you know, that shit with Katt Williams and these comedians. Nigga, you just accused me of some whole pedophilia type shit.
Yeah.
You threw me in the ring, bro. Why? Why?
Unless Unless
I mean,
Bill
my
Bell?
thing is, like you said, Ox, Aaron Rodgers doesn't take me for a bozo.
Right.
To throw that claim out for shits and giggles, even if you were throwing it for shits and giggles, now it's serious because
Now,
you
but
know
you-
that
but
this
you
is
know-
happening right now. You know that everybody's been on eggshells about it, and that's the name out of all random names. Like Jimmy, it's the same thing when Dave
You
Chappelle
pulled
said,
that shit out of my hat, bro.
"Yeah,
That's
who cares what Ja Rule has to say?" That's how random that was. Like, yo, who cares what? Like, that's how left field. I was not expecting that, bro. That's insane, bro. Aaron Rodgers, what do you know, bro? What do you know, Aaron? Holy
I mean, you gotta. I say assume. You gotta assume that Aaron Rodgers knows a little bit more than I know.
Fair.
As far as who does
That's
what.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? But I mean, because you can't just say that, bro. You can't. You know what I'm saying? You can't just say that. Like, that's just not something you can say.
Yeah.
Like,
that doesn't. No tongue in cheek. There's no There's no way that you can flip it. And to be fair, like you said, you got to just hit him with the defamation of character off rip. I'm not even responding to it. Though.
Exactly.
Like,
but the fact that he didn't though is kind of worrisome. You know what I'm saying? The fact that he didn't hit him with the defamation off rip, and he's just letting this sit out in the atmosphere. Like,
well, we might not. He might be. You know, I don't know. Maybe his lawyers are doing something. You know what I'm saying?
So probably publication. Yeah.
Well, Pat McAfee, he did apologize to Jimmy Kimmel. Aaron Rodgers didn't apologize, from what I know, but Pat did say. But it was kind of a one of them apologies. It was kind of a like,
oh, you get the gig, like, and
yeah, he kind of said basically it's like if we was just, you know, if we was on the stoop texting somebody and one of my partners said some crazy shit to you and you was like, yo, where you at? And I'm just like, oh man, he was just talking shit. It was one of them type of apologies. He was just bullshitting, bro. Leave him alone. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, that's how Pat McAfee apologized. Like, oh, now, man, you know, y'all know Aaron, that nigga was high. You know,
does he? WXQ. He was on the what was that? Ayahuasca. Yeah,
and I think we talked about that before. I can't wait to try that shit. One of y'all gotta come do that shit with me.
Oh, see, look, now he tried. Listen, I heard that sometimes you don't come back to where it take you, bro. I'm trying to come back.
You ain't supposed to come back to where. Well, not. You're supposed to come back, but you're supposed to come back more enlightened, more.
Okay.
Open,
I just don't want to be in the sunken place. I don't want to stay in the sunken place.
Only problem is that you I believe it makes you purge your body, if you know what I'm saying.
Oh yeah, fast.
You throw up, you get the shitting and all that. But
like full blown. Yeah.
Hey, I'm doing that shit. I'm for sure doing that shit. Like I'm gonna do the one where you go into the sweat lodge and you take it in there, and then go out to Costa Rica where they put the little the frog, like the frog.
Oh, you gonna do the frog toad, the frog joint, the frog venom joint?
Hell yeah!
You gonna go crazy?
Yeah, I'm fucking with it.
Wow.
And then one day I'm just gonna just do some acid in the desert. That shit is fun. I love acid.
In the desert? Nah, no way. You're not coming back from that, bro.
We here at No Snooze Button do not promote you taking drugs. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Definitely do not.
Don't do drugs.
Please be safe out there.
Right. Do not.
We definitely do not take. We definitely do not promote drug use here. Definitely do not.
We don't promote drug use. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And actually,
we do, however, find it hilarious. You know what I'm saying? We do, however.
But holistic medicine,
right?
If that's the route you take,
make
sure if it's prescribed by a
shaman?
doctor or a shaman, you know what I'm saying, if you will, then that's different than just sitting around doing drugs. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, Ox, they showed a video of like this guy, like he was going through a ritual, and the guy, I'm not gonna hold you like Ox, I'm not doing none of that. Son spit in his hand. Nah, Ox. Son spit in his hand, bro. Put it in his mouth, bro. Pause. Put his fingers in his mouth, son. Well, like and then he said, "All right, now you ready for the poison?" Then gave him the poison. Room, and the guy started like seizuring. I was like, "Oh no, I don't want to do that, Ox. Nah, son. If it's one of those, them tribal
somebody
joints,
else put their hands in his mouth.
Oh yeah. So the shaman spit on his hand. and
Oh
then
my
literally took
god.
his hand, put it in the guy's mouth, gave him all types of venereal
Yeah,
diseases.
but that's some
At that
different
point,
shit.
he had
Tex.
mad
That's
venereal
some whole
diseases. At that point,
that's some whole other shit you talking about.
yeah,
I
okay.
don't know
Yeah, you
about
trying to do the cult
no
shit,
weird
right?
cult
Right.
type shit. I'm talking about
Banana
going to the
leaf, you know what I'm saying? You sit on a
I'm
banana leaf.
talking about going to the holistic resort. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Sitting down, we in the sweat lodge, you know what I'm saying? And we just, working on ourselves. You know what I'm saying? No,
So you're not
no
trying to do it in the
TVs.
rainforest. You're not trying to do it like in the rainforest.
Well, no, they got something like that. Something like I would rather do it that way, in the tribal setting, but it's still controlled. You know what I'm saying? And we sitting back in an area where there ain't no screens. We're not sitting around watching TV. We reading books. We're doing yoga. You know what I'm saying? We're meditating.
Grounding.
Yeah, we're doing that shit. You know what I'm saying? No shoes. You know what I'm saying?
Desert, he trying to go for the earthy joints, the earthy sisters, the essence. You see what I'm saying? I see what you're doing.
So this is something I plan on
barefoot.
This is something I plan on doing once once I can afford to, once I get my money right. I'm working on doing something where and it's not just a me thing. It's a group of us. You know what I'm saying? It could be brothers, sisters, any race, any culture, any age, whatever it may be. But they're invited to where I'm trying to do something, and it's we'll do something in the forest.
Mm-hmm.
We'll do something like out in like the mountains where it's cold and snowy at. We'll do something in the hills, like out in the mountains, like in Tibet. You know what I'm saying? We'll do something, and we'll do something in the desert. And these are all like week-long resorts of disconnecting from the system. It's be like a 4 or 5 day retreat where we're reading. You know what I'm saying? We're meditating. You know what I'm saying? We're getting better.
Sounds
we're
like
doing yoga.
Sounds like a cult.
Sounds a little
culty. But see, that's the thing. That's why they put cult. They put that word cult on shit like this because they don't want us to go out and disconnect. And I'm not talking about praying to somebody's, I'm not talking about no religious, you know what I'm saying? Y'all, I'm not on no shit like, oh, I am the Messiah and I need your wife, I need your wife, shit like that.
They got a story, a quick story. A shorty, she said that she was the reincarnation of Robin Williams, and when she died, there's a whole Netflix documentary. You seen it? Yeah, and they were feeding her colloidal iodine or some shit like that, or silver, colloidal silver, until she turned blue and she passed away. They thought that, so basically she was supposed to pass away and lead them into like this alien revolution with Robin Williams. That was insane. I said, yo, this is like a story from Futurama.
You talking about some crazy shit. I'm talking about like weak self-building retreats.
Okay.
I'm talking
about word. Okay.
Yo, John's hilarious.
I'm talking about self-building retreats on ways to better ourselves and really just a chance.
We're gonna end up like Bootsy Collins, man. We're gonna end up on that space, on that Parliament spaceship, my boy.
Just a chance to reboot. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times it don't got to be where we take the ashwagandha shit or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Right. A lot of times we just doing a week of no TV screens, meditating, and exercising and reading books.
Right.
But yeah, so
good old
some on some, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But yeah, though, so that's that. Aaron Rodgers accuses Jimmy Kimmel of being on the list. Jimmy Kimmel doesn't like it.
Wow. Tough times, man. Tough times.
Real quick, Tex, before you put it in the context, Tex, I do want to say this just because we did just have a little segment talking about hallucinogenics and things like that. I do want to remind everybody out there, we do not promote drug use here. If you are newly sober and you want to stay sober and you want to figure out ways to take that next step, you want to figure out ways to get your life back on track. I got a friend of mine by the name of Kelly. He has an organization called Life Beyond Sobriety. In the description, you'll see it. The description says kellyfriends.com. It doesn't say Life Beyond Sobriety. That is the same website. If you do need these type of services, if you need these helps, if you want to be a part of the program, please go down there and click that link I'll let Kelly tell you about it.
Hey, it's Kelly here, former crack addict, recovery coach, and Life Beyond Sobriety. That is my private online community for people in addiction recovery who want to set big goals now that they're sober and make those goals happen. We learn strategies in weekly live coaching sessions to make those things come true. Go to lifebeyondsobriety.com and check it out 2 weeks for free.
Yes, sir.
Oh yeah. So that's that, man. Y'all do what y'all gotta do. But Tex, you wanna lead us into this?
Oh man. Time has come, y'all. Time has come. We're gonna need a couple of people to come to the stage. Eventually, you're probably gonna end up in Ox Court. A couple of you, because we're gonna get into some of your dealings on another time. But coming to the stage, we've been presented with the list, y'all. This is not the same 2008 one that was in the original deposition. This is quote unquote, and we also have to always remember, we're gonna put this quote unquote. This has been the newest one that has been issued by the Supreme Court that demanded them to be released starting January 1st. So unfortunately, I don't have access to all of the names that I did keep a file of, but I do have access of the standouts to me, right? And we're gonna go through just some of the names, you know what I mean? This is about a 950-page court document, y'all. So this is a lot of, and on top of that too, there's a lot of legal jargon to obviously protect a lot of the victims. There is a lot of like redacted names and like commonality. So it will be 6 people here, 6 person here, 6 passengers, a lot of like generalities to cover, in my opinion, either underage women, whether it be the kids, things of that nature, or people that are higher in the ranks and couldn't pay their way out of it. But yeah, let's get to some of the names. That's
real quick,
yeah.
Tex, before you do go, because I'm recently, I looked at it briefly last night, what I could find, and it appears that there are some people that are on this list that they say were on the island but weren't accused of anything. I want to know from both of y'all. I want to know from both of y'all. How do y'all feel about that? If you're on the island, are you guilty?
If you're on the island and you saw what was happening, that makes you an accomplice. Because you
at the very least, at the least, you're an accomplice.
At the least, you're an accomplice because you didn't say
you're
shit.
Aware.
I didn't hear shit about it. You know what I'm saying?
Because the thing about it is, if you're on the island, even if you don't partake in anything, you gotta think it's weird to see these grown-ass men and grown-ass adults walking around with 15, 14, 13-year-old girls and boys, right? Yeah. Like that's weird, right? Like if you're on this island and I see a 6-year-old dude walking around with 2 14-year-old girls, and I'm like, is that those are your granddaughters? No. Where are their parents at? What the fuck are y'all doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna be curious. I'm asking questions like, yo, who the fuck are these little girls?
Right.
Anytime, and that's just how I live life. Anytime I go somewhere and there's a bunch of like little girls, I'm like, well, who are they with? You know what I'm saying? What is happening here? Should I be here? You know?
Right. And 9 times out of 10, no. If you're in a situation where it's not accounted for, and you eventually you should be out of here. Here's one thing too, Ox. We're seeing a lot of repeating. So the log that I have, I don't know if it shows you where they're going back and from certain places. So I'm not gonna front y'all. This flight log is so insane because it's daily country moving around. It's cross country, cross the world, Europe, back from France to China to Germany it's not like, oh, they're just doing this once in a blue moon. No. Every single day, somebody's going from some place to another place. And then another nasty thing that stood out to me was when you saw the identification of the people that were leaving from the island itself. a lot of them were unnamed passengers. So it would be they'll show you the initials and the names of certain people, and then they'll say 6 passengers, or 2 males, 3 females, such and such, such and such, such and such, such and such. Some of them were 18 and older, so they weren't listed as passengers. They were listed as male or female, and they were actual models, so they were 18 and up. So here's what the thing was. It was a plethora. There was a spectrum. So there wasn't like just little kids. It was like the models, the girls that were like part of the agency, which I'll bring up one of the names, coming to the stage. Bring your stupid ass over here. Unfortunately, he's dead right now. He was one of the main accomplices, Jean-Luc Brunel, who was one of the executives and the four runners of a modeling agency that backed a lot of the big companies, which included Victoria's Secret. What was the other brand? There were some, if I'm mistaken, Aeropostale models but these are back in the day. These are not like reoccurring now. The more recent one, that agency was related to Victoria's Secret. They were linked to Victoria's Secret. So well, allegedly, we're not throwing any aspersions to them, but he was a big purveyor of models. So that's why the woman, her last name is Jouffry. Sorry if I'm pronouncing your last name wrong. And she was the one that was talking about Prince Andrew and Mr. Bill Clinton and seeing Donald Trump. And so these are some names just to let you guys know.
Well, we know Bill Clinton be on some freak shit.
Oh yeah,
back when he was the governor of Arkansas, he was dealing with them. Now they weren't underage, but he used to be with them college girls doing coke back in Arkansas. Him and his brother.
So so just let me list out some names. Here's one thing that
John's so stupid,
I'm happy about. Oh yeah, go ahead, Dezo.
Nah, John in the comments just dumb.
Oh, okay. Oh no. Listen, the doc did what it was supposed to do. I hope they all burn in hell. Hopefully, and one person asks, well, what is talking about this is gonna do? Is it really gonna do anything? Is blah blah blah. Eventually, when you speak things into existence, there's gonna be ramifications, no matter what. You see, hopefully there's enough energy that the people that did all of these heinous crimes get what they deserve. Now, whoever wants to take it upon their hands, that's on y'all. I'm not promoting anything. I'm just saying, the point is to bring it to the light. That's the whole point. So I just want to set some people to come to the stage a little bit more. Prince Andrew, we already know about your goofy ass. You're nasty. You're disgusting.
And he's actually accused of sexual assault.
That's yes.
He's actually accused of taking part in sexual activities with underage young women. He's not just one of the people that was supposed to be on the island. Nah, he was doing some things.
That is correct. I don't want to ruin their names. The 2 ladies that accused of Prince Andrew is Johanna Soisberg. If I'm hopefully I'm not pronouncing it. And these are one of the many women that accused specifically with Prince Andrew. You're gross, bro. You're nasty. And hopefully you're gonna get what's gonna come to you. Alan Dershowitz, come to the stage. Harvard law professor. Oh my God, well renowned in criminal law. And look at you being a criminal.
Criminal law? He was well renowned in criminal law.
In criminal law.
That's disgusting, bro.
Yeah. Played a significant role. And he was able, so what he was known for was playing a significant role in negotiating an agreement that provided the immunity from federal prosecution in the Southern District of Florida, not only for Epstein, this is what he did, allowed immunity, y'all, but also for any potential co-conspirators for Epstein in Florida. So he was able to provide a safety net. So if anything got tried in Florida,
that's crazy, bro.
Remember we talked about that before when we was talking about the about JP Morgan Chase.
Right.
When they were allowing them to use that to put that money when Epstein had already went to court for that case in Florida.
Right.
So I'm sure. What's his name?
Oh no! Don't worry. You got to also remember, y'all. This is the slow roast. We said it like before. It's not gonna be all at once. It has to be crash and burn. It's still a touchy subject because of the children's ages, how much they want to like get out, things of that nature. Is very sensitive information. And they don't want a civil uproar. To be honest with you, I think the names are just going to increasingly get worse. But there's two things I wanted to cite. Soyberg also said that she did see Michael Jackson at at Epstein's residence, but when she was asked if she gave a massage, she said no. Now, I'm not saying this is the end all be all, but I'm gonna say I think the more victims speak out, I think there might be more vindication for Michael Jackson. And in my opinion, I'm gonna give this in my estimation.
Vindication for Michael Jackson. Tex, don't do this right now, bro.
All I'm saying, listen, I'm gonna just give my quick opinion. I'm gonna say this.
We just Tex, that's why I asked y'all at the beginning. If you're on the island, are you guilty? You both said yes. Now you're trying to vindicate Michael Jackson.
I'm not gonna look, but hear me out. Hear me out by vindication. What I mean by is just vindication of doing anything. But is he complicit in knowing the evils? Yes. But Ox, if you're playing the game, Ox, hear me out. Hear what I'm saying. If you're playing the game, if you're playing the game, right? Are you complicit at that point? If you're trying to play the game, are you complicit? If you feel like you're not doing nothing to the children, right?
How you not doing? Where are their parents at? Where are their parents at?
What game are you referring to?
You want to island your parents in here? You're complicit, nigga. There's something wrong with you. We're not finna save Michael Jackson. Just like Brett said.
The point. I'm with you.
Just like Brett said, the nigga had a theme park in his backyard. He used to sleep with little boys in the bed. I don't give a damn if you touch them or not. If I'm in the bed sleeping with somebody else,
you're right. You're creating the environment.
If I'm in the bed, my bed right there, if I'm sleeping in that bed with 9, 10, 12-year-old boys that are not my nephew, not my son, that's a problem. Yeah, I need to be prosecuted just for that. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a damn. If I got you know a lot, bro. This nigga had a theme park. Why you think he had a theme park? Because it was what? Let me not do this. No. This is what I'm saying. That nigga was a sicko.
It was in poor taste. That was a sick nigga. Hear me out. Ox. You gotta also remember too. We just had the conversation, and Tyson, you said I'm nasty for this. Just hear what I'm saying, y'all.
We heard you, Tex. We heard you.
No. Y'all did it. What I'm saying is, he did certain things in poor taste, Ox, but it's not in the vile. What I'm saying is, it's possibly that it's not in the vile manner that the rest of them is doing it at. He may be a stunted, like adult. Mentally.
I don't care. I don't give a shit.
Hold on. He was
definitely a man child. He was definitely
traumatic. Like he's looking at it like, yo, if I know my intentions are pure,
y'all fell for that. Y'all fell for that.
Ox. There are.
Tex, you fell for that?
No, Ox. So you telling me that there aren't? Okay. Look at how true it is. You tell me that trauma can't create the crack effect where they're stuck in that same mentality, where they're stuck in that same age bracket. They still think that they're 17 years old.
If he thinks he's 17 years old,
Tex, you right. I'm not even laughing at that. I'm laughing.
So you saying that he's baiting? So you saying that he's baiting?
I'm not laughing at that because that happens. What I'm laughing at is using that as an excuse to touch kids. That's what I'm laughing at. That's insane, nigga. Like, your dad used to beat you when you was little. You had to go on the road.
That's fair. Okay, all right.
Because Barry Gordy.
You don't need to sleep in the bed with kids. Solo
Wayne just said it right there, bro. You got this big ass house You got 30 rooms, this motherfucker. Why he gotta sleep with you?
That's fair. That's fair. You
Look,
right.
hey, you know what? Tex.
But he's
Another
Michael
thing,
Jackson.
Hold on, Tex. Another thing is this. When I was a child, when I was 10, 11, if I had sleepovers, there ain't no need for us to sleep together. So maybe I am stuck in my childish ways. But I still, when I was 12, I didn't have to sleep in the same bed as my friends. Like, I sleep on the floor, bro. I'm cool. I'm different.
I slept on the floor, but some people they'll be like they'll say, "Yo, is my?" I don't know. I don't know what type of conversation that y'all having. Like, yo, you my man. So like, let's just like I don't know what's happening. I don't know how you guys.
I'm not gonna. There has been times, even when I was maybe 16,
probably
you know what I'm saying? I did have a house where we had tile. I had a house where we had tile all through the house, right? Like it was just hard, not hard.
Oh, there was no carpet,
right. So there was no carpet, right? It was tile, right. But I had a big ass bed. Like my auntie gave me her king size bed when she moved,
right?
So I had a big bed. So yeah, there was a time when one of my partners, you know, we did the head to foot thing, but it was in a California king.
Right.
Now, but still, I don't want to get too deep in this. I'm not here to bash Michael Jackson, but I'm just saying.
Ron Wildin.
What happened?
No, I was just saying. I was like, that was Ron on the other side. Ron was on the other side, curled up.
Oh, no. Hell no. But still, but you know what I'm saying? Like, I can see that. But what I'm saying is, bro, even when I was 12 years old, nigga, that sleepover, bro, we don't got to sleep together. So Michael Jackson being stuck in a childish manner, there's no reason for this man child to be in a bed with these kids when you got 40 rooms in this fucking mansion.
You said you got a California king size. He has an XL to the XL to
and he had 40 bedrooms. Context. I had a 2-bedroom house, 3-bedroom house. That's my brother's room, my mama's room. This is my room. And we got towels in this motherfucker. Yeah, it's good, bro.
Son, his bed is like a big ass sofa, bro. Pause.
Context. I need you to stop making excuses for this sick ass nigga Michael Jackson. That was a sick nigga, bro.
No. Listen. I'm gonna say this. Me personally, would I let my kids ever go to Michael Jackson's house? It could probably in the daytime. You go on the outside. Everybody, you know what I'm saying? Supervise. No.
Even if I was there, I ain't going.
What you mean? Wait, what you mean?
Even if I'm not,
I'm talking about outside.
I'm not going to
Neverland. What you think? But they gonna kidnap my kid in Neverland? Hell no, we on the rise together. No, we on the rise together. You gotta take me too. Pause. You ain't kidnapping me in Never. Pause.
I'm not putting me or my son in a situation where we got
you scared of Michael Jackson? Neverland.
I'm not. We be in this motherfucker fighting Michael, Tito. The monkey Bubbles. We be in there fighting all these motherfuckers. Yeah, you know monkeys are strong as shit.
Nah, they all strong. But listen,
okay.
listen, man.
Oh man.
Listen, man. Listen.
Who's next? Let's get off of Mike.
Yeah, let's get off Mike.
Oh,
all right.
man.
All right. One name that was a little bit weird that I didn't expect. It was so weird. Like I don't get it. And like you said, Stephen Hawking.
Yeah, that was crazy, bro. That was wild.
He had needs too, I guess. You know what I'm saying? So
what you?
Yo, I don't know. I don't know the in and outs of Stephen's anatomy. I'm not sure how it worked out.
I don't know what.
Did y'all see what?
I don't know how much anatomy he has left. I don't know how much anatomy. I thought he melted into the chair by now, bro. I thought he melted into the chair, bro. Low-key, I thought that shit was just a robot with skin on it at this point.
Did y'all see what he wanted to? Like he was asking for some wild specific shit.
Wait, what?
Could you elaborate?
Yeah.
So in one of the documents, one of the girls said that Stephen Hawking would have like little people, naked little people, I guess little women, trying to solve equations on a board that was too high for them. You know, so they would have to reach up. Yo, I'm like,
no way, son. No way.
What is that? What kind of kinky shit is that, bro?
Nah,
what kind of
what
kink is that?
That sounds like Tubi porn, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what type of discount porn is that? That's terrible,
bro. That
discount
sounds like
porn. Oh my god.
Bro,
that is not like a niche. That is not a niche that's a category you skip. That's a category you skip.
the thing is, like, this man, like he was regarded as like the smartest man in the world, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So for him to get off when people were trying to solve equations,
wow, that's nasty. That's nasty.
that is
I'm not gonna hold you,
hilarious, bro.
I mean, I guess what is it? Sapiosexual? When you're just turned on by people's intelligence? I guess. Whatever.
Yeah, I guess.
I
So,
guess.
man.
Yeah.
No, or lack thereof. You know what
Oh.
I'm saying? Some people are so smart that not dumb people, I'm sorry, but less intelligent people turn them on. You know what I'm saying? They feel like, you know what I'm saying? They feel like they can
That
take
is a
advantage
thing
of
though.
them.
That is a thing though. Shout out to Sexy Red. Ski. The former presidents, Donald Trump and Bill Clinton. We already knew about you. Once you say just grab her by the pussy, we already knew that you was.
Yeah, we already know what time Donald Trump was on.
Oh man, that was locker room talk. I ain't gonna lie. I had his back with the grabbing by the pussy thing. Whoa. Wait. Give me a second.
Extreme. What is he doing?
No, just give me a second.
What he's doing?
Because this is the
la. Like the beam, y'all. Like, comment, subscribe. This is the
Hold on. I had to mute this nigga for a second. Because look, this is what I'm saying about it. There was a time when anything that yo, where y'all go? There was a time that anything Donald Trump said was instantly vilified and automatically taken out of context, no matter what. There was a time when no matter what Donald Trump said, it was vilified and taken out of context. First,
this is not how you use my name, Ox. This is not how you use my name.
Yeah, but look, Tex, this is the thing too. Check it out. Because there was a time, remember what Donald Trump said about COVID. He said people are dying that have never died before. And that shit was dumb as fuck, but it was technically true. Like, you can't die twice. You know what I'm saying? So anybody that died, you know.
He also told people to take Lysol and inject Lysol into the.
Yeah, that was fucking crazy. He told people to, but that was a joke. He was obviously joking, Tex.
Obviously.
But look. Now hold on, wait a second. When he said that grab him by the pussy thing, he was it was a private conversation, and he said, basically was saying, yo, I'm rich, you know what I'm saying? Like, they like you when I do that. Sometimes I can just walk up on her. I can walk up on her and just grab her by the pussy. Ain't no big deal. Like,
yes, there's a big yes.
I've said far worse.
Assault.
Yeah, it's assault if she don't like it. Now, I'm not saying do it. I'm not saying anybody should do that.
Okay, I got you.
But I'm not saying anybody should do that, but I've done it before. What you know what I'm saying?
Why you?
I know you.
No.
What I'm saying,
Otoro, he's joking.
Text,
we're joking.
So, no, I'm not joking. Text,
yes. That's the joke. That's the joke, guys.
Hold on, bro. Hold on. So what you're saying is you've never walked up and grabbed a handful of fistful of ass before?
Unsolicited?
Unsolicited, yes. I've done it before, but it's not like that. No.
Ox, with me, I always sign contracts. I always sign NDAs beforehand.
No, y'all not gonna do this to me right now.
No. Ox, I always make sure. Yeah.
What I'm saying is, it's not okay. It's not okay to walk up and grab women anywhere. It's not okay. It's not okay to just walk up and grab a woman by her shoulder. It's not okay to touch people if they don't want to be touched. That is never okay. Right. It is never ever okay. Right. But what Donald Trump said was taken out of context, and I understand what he was saying. Yes, I do. In locker rooms, in private situations, in a session with my partners sitting around, I've said far worse, and I'm pretty sure all of us have. That's all I'm saying. I have a problem. I have a problem with private conversations being recorded and made public to the people because that's just no. You know what I'm saying? I have a real issue with me and my people sitting here having a conversation and it being recorded and made public. That shit is not cool. That shit is not cool, bro. Because we just talk shit. Like if I say something like, for instance, like if I say like, yo, I was at the, in the crib was a bunch of females in
Yeah,
there.
I
And
get
she
your
was,
point.
she
Yeah,
was feeling
you
me.
can't be taking that.
I just grabbed, I just grabbed her by the pussy. You know what I'm saying? Like,
There's no context in it.
you know,
Dave Chappelle made a whole thing where he gave us a
he's
1 hour dissertation and said, grab her by the pussy. Like, yo, bro, what are you doing? What are you doing?
But shit, you know, let's step away from it because I don't think I'm doing a good job explaining what I'm
Yeah,
talking about.
nah. I see where you were trying to go, but nah. Here's the thing, y'all.
So, but wait, text, real
only
quick.
solicited booty grabs. Only
solicited. Don't grab it. Don't grab a handful of ass. Don't grab no chi-chis.
Right.
Don't grab no pussy unless you are said it's okay. Right. Now, what I do want to say is this: some of us can do things that some of us can't.
Wow.
I'm gonna just lay it on the table.
Wow.
Wow. Because hey, no text. These are facts. She's gonna do things for me and allow me to do things that she might not allow him to. That's all.
That's fair. That's fair. W motion. At that point, that's when you say W motion on that.
I mean, it's Donald Trump. So you know what I'm saying? Like before all the political shit, Donald Trump was that nigga. Bro.
Oh no, I saw the videos.
Everybody felt that way. All the rappers that are out calling him racist and shit. Those were the same rappers that were trying to get comped at his hotels, that would love hanging out with Donald Trump, that loved Donald Trump, that had Donald Trump in their music videos, that had bars about Donald Trump. Donald Trump was the man before the Democrats told us that he was racist. That's all I'm gonna say.
No, that's a fact.
There was I mean, he was a mogul. You know what I'm saying? He's still a mogul. But yeah, he was the mogul that all the rappers wanted to talk about. So yeah, I agree.
But please don't grab nobody by the pussy, y'all.
Yeah, don't do none. Don't do none.
Anything that he said, all of the things that he said, everything that also said, don't do it. Do as we say and not as he does.
Hey,
because context is the same nigga that said it's okay to, you know.
Whoa.
Never mind. That was graveyard shit. That was graveyard shit.
See, my chair thought y'all was spitting though. You know what I'm saying? My chair thought y'all was spitting.
All right. W chair. So let's get to some more people coming to the stage. And this is really interesting. This is why I want to kind of like dive into just a little bit. If y'all don't mind me, just stay with me, people. The name Geraldine. Actually, three. Let's get to the real one first. Tim Zagat. Does that name ring a bell to you guys?
That's Bob Saget's brother or something?
No.
What'd you say?
R.I.P. Tim Zagat.
Okay. Zagat? I don't know.
Zagat. Mm-hmm. So Zagat, Zagat, is the Zagat, the restaurant review. You know the survey, that famous where you get 5 stars and stuff like that. It's like one of the famous like surveys that got real popular before Yelp and stuff like that. It was the Zagat review. Okay. Yeah, so they were also on that list going to and from. Also they went to France. They were with Naomi Campbell. They were with Kevin Spacey.
Kevin Spacey. He shit.
Yes, Kevin Spacey already got.
You are a nasty man. You cannot beat these allegations. One way or another, somebody gonna get you.
He already got booked for it.
Right. Who else they got? Another person is Geraldine Claiborne. Geraldine Laybourne. I'm going to spell this out for you guys. I want you guys to just do your independent research, as Little Reese would say. Do your own research. Last name Laybourne, Labourne. Geraldine B. Laybourne and her husband. And here's the interesting thing that stood out to me. She was involved and she was an executive for Nickelodeon throughout the 90s and early 2000s. Leaving Nickelodeon, she then went to work for Disney and Pixar as an executive.
I'm glad you set the record straight, Ox. I'm glad you set that
right. And she was also worked for the OWN Network, who is obviously she actually started and founded the OWN Network with Oprah. And she
Shout
was
out to Oprah, man.
Yeah. She was also
She was on the list.
Also
You
on the
said
list.
shout out to Oprah.
She was on the list.
she's also on the list. Very nasty work.
Very
So
nasty work.
this woman, right, Geraldine Laybourne and her husband were one of the people that included like Nick at Night, all these shows that Kenan and Kel, all these geared children show. And you know what her motive for being the one of the execs at Nickelodeon, because she was worried about what her children were going to watch. So that's how she had her involvement in that. So these are the people that were steering your children during the 90s, people, the 90s and 2000s, all the way up to 2010.
That explains a lot of these shows, like Pepe Le Pew.
Yep. Pepe, yes. Looney Tunes, Kermit,
Johnny Bravo.
Johnny Bravo.
You
right.
can't tell me Johnny Bravo wasn't out there grabbing him by the pussy. Johnny Bravo was a wild boy.
Yeah, misogynist.
He was definitely doing that.
Right.
Tyson,
Courage
why
the
not?
Cowardly Dog.
How we know, Tyson? She was on. Look, this is why Tyson. I think before you put up, we asked if you're on the island, you're guilty. If you've been to the island multiple times, and you see little girls walking around with no parents, you see little boys walking around with no parents.
Listen,
that's an issue.
You are complicit. You are complicit.
You know what I'm
You're
saying?
complicit. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you didn't do nothing. You ain't touch nobody. You ain't let them serve you food. You ain't let them serve you a paper or nothing. You were aware. So you were playing the game. You decided to play the game.
Oprah from Chicago, you know what I'm saying? I gotta cut her some. I'm fuck that, bro. Oprah.
She ain't from the Shire, man. She ain't from the Shire no more.
Oprah, you've been.
She lost her pass, bro. She lost her pass.
You've been a weirdo. Yeah, Oprah.
It makes me think. It makes me think like, what was Oprah doing out there in Africa?
We have that's a real good question. All those schools.
She was out there doing some recruiting, huh?
This is the thing. Here at No Snooze Button, we try not to make accusations without basis. So I'm just gonna leave it at that. I'm just gonna ask the question, and I'm gonna back.
That's all we're doing, y'all. All we're doing is, and like I said, we're putting things into context, and we're asking questions to put things into context. Let's figure out why these things happen, right? Here's another person that I think you guys should know about is Steve Pinker. Steve Pinker, last name Pinker, Pinker.
With the last name like Pinker, you got to be a weirdo.
Oh yeah. If you look at a picture, when you take one Google look of him, you're gonna see he's a pretty famous, well-known Canadian cognitive psychologist and psycholinguist. That means he has the ability to he understands like words that use to manipulate the mind, target words, trigger words, things of that nature. Familiar with that. Also things that can lead people into a frenzy, psychosis, hypnosis, things of that nature. So he's very famous for a lot of books that deals with how to break down people's mind, how to get what you want out of people through like physical practices, right? So all of these, you know what I mean? Like, I'm pretty sure that they used him, and he was there a lot. They had an episode of where he went to France, then they took him to France to China, then he went to Germany, then he went to Canada, then he went to Martha's Vineyard, then he went back to the island. It was a lot going on. So he probably was one of the key cogs into probably, the alleged torture, the alleged psychological manipulation that was happening with those children, and grooming, which is unfortunate. So he was one of the Pied Pipers in the degradation of their mental well-being.
Wow.
Another person that was thing was David. I said David Copperfield already?
No, you didn't.
Oh,
the magician, right?
Yeah, the magician. I don't know what that is. That also could be illusion thing, right? Maybe mental manipulation, possibly, right? And my thing is, like, were you there for just entertainment? Like, after they did what they did with whoever they did their things with, right?
Yeah, was there like do some magic tricks?
Yeah, like, or you were just like a jester, like, oh yes, play with cards with us, or make someone disappear, or literally make someone disappear. So,
yeah,
which is
either
actually
way,
questionable.
he was probably down there to do shows for people and shit. And
Right.
but that's the thing though. After the show, what was you doing, David?
Right.
Even during the show, why are you entertaining these freaks?
Right. Another person that I wanted to go into was
So no pause on that text. And that's what I want to go into.
Pause.
You pause everything
Okay.
except Pat.
Yeah. Super pause that. There was I said Kevin Spacey already, right? Oh my God. Oh, for the culture. Chris Tucker. Come to the stage, my brother.
Yep,
Chris Tucker was on the list.
Tucker, I did see that.
Oh, I mean, he's friends with Michael Jackson, so if Michael Jackson's on there,
that's true. That's true. Chris Tucker damn near idolized Michael Jackson.
That's a fact. And they did get cool with each other.
That makes sense.
That's really, really, really disappointing, Smokey. I really thought that you was gonna hold it down for the culture, but you didn't, man. You did not. It's really disappointing. Nicole Loftman. She is a let me just give you, hold on, let me get hold on. Nicole Kaufman. I apologize. Nicole Kaufman. She was in law for criminology. She has a lot of sociology degrees. A lot of people that worked in lawmaking. So basically, guys, these were a lot of people that were involved in not only food production, lawmaking, entertainment, children education. And just to leave you off with one little tidbit, and let's see if this kind of recollects and jogs your memory. Does the name McGraw-Hill ring a bell? Nah? Okay.
Nah, when you said McGraw-Hill, the only thing I could think was Scruff, McGraw, Chicago, Illinois, 60652.
Okay, cool. So McGraw-Hill used to be a textbook company. They used to be the standardized science, social. Okay. Remember them books? And basically, mad high schools had the same.
Yeah, hell yeah.
So in 1990, guess who purchased that company? Miss Ghislaine Maxwell's father, who was part of the Mossad. Yes. So you can imagine who they hired: the editors, right? The contributors, possibly the researchers, to control and write, technically, his social studies, biology, environmental studies, the math at that time, whatever the case may be. These were because remember, we had standardized tests at one point where there was statewide tests. Everybody was reading from all the state books. So you got people controlling your education system. Like, this is all, this is all a shit show, bro. This is all a shit. And they owned it from 1990 to about 2006. You know what I'm saying? So they're controlling what you're reading, what you're learning. You know what I'm saying? Like, when they say, there was good. Yes, this exactly what's happening. You had someone that's not even in American history telling you about American history. Make that make sense. You have an Israeli Mossad in charge of what you're going to hear.
With that being said, though, Tex, with that being said, they are the company that publishes and prints it. They're not necessarily the ones that are writing the content in the book.
Right.
So I mean, now I'm not. Well, if you're able to publish and print, I'm sure you might have a little sway in certain things, but I'm not gonna say all the content came from that company. Tyson, what are you talking about, bro? I've never in my life exploited anybody.
Right. Slow down, Tyson.
And this is the thing. And this is the thing too about Vlad. If them dumb niggas want to get up there and spill their guts and talk about shit, more power to Vlad. Go ahead, Vlad. Shit, do your thing, brother. I don't have no problem with Vlad. I don't got no issue with Vlad. I got an issue with criminals talking about doing criminal shit on the internet. That's stupid.
That's
That's stupid.
But okay, Ox. But here's my thing: if you know that you are leveraging content and you're leveraging their intelligence level, and you know better,
Leveraging their intelligence level.
Hold on, no.
Text, this is the problem, bro. You be trying to give niggas passes for not being accountable for themselves, bro.
No. Because if you know better and you're baiting me out to do that, that means, hear me out, listen to what I'm saying. You can't then in turn say that you love the hip hop culture.
Why not?
Because you are exploiting that.
These niggas are not the culture.
They just part of it. You know what I'm saying?
These niggas are not the culture.
Fair. That's fair.
Yes. Because he like Vlad, with all the DVDs on that shit Vlad was doing before the interviews and shit, bro. That was niggas was fucking with that shit, bro. Like,
yeah, but here's my thing. My thing is that you understand that what this question may lead to. You know that it's basically you're leading the witness. You're leading the witness.
No,
you are leading the witness.
Not at all.
Huh?
Like, no, nigga, no. I can't get with you on this one. No, nigga. If these motherfuckers want to talk so bad, they're like little 5th grade girls. They have to say
Chatty
something.
patties, bro.
These some pillow talking ass niggas that can't. They were gonna tell somebody anyway. Might as well get paid for it and tell Vlad.
Well, my thing is this, right, Ox? Think about it from the aspect of, okay, I need to bring notoriety to myself in general. Let's say I want to put my music out. Right?
By incriminating yourself?
Hold on, hear me out.
Text. It's been some real ones on there that he'll ask and they'll be like, "No, I can't talk about that."
No, that's a fact.
Simple as that.
That's a fact.
Simple as that.
I agree
as
with
you. When you do interviews, you take on the role of the journalist. When you take on the role of the journalist, it is your obligation to ask the hard questions. Let's get to the nitty-gritty. Now, you, as the person being interviewed, it's up to you to decide whether or not to answer these questions. Mm. You're not forced to answer no questions. You're not forced to take this money. And that's why we're talking about the hip-hop culture anyway.
Right.
These motherfuckers will get paid. They're the ones exploiting people. You know what I'm saying? If you want the money so bad that you'll say anything, and if it gets you locked up, man, that's just not Vlad's fault. Vlad doing his job. Vlad's doing his job.
I feel like he based them into certain questions that they may not realize that. My thing is that he knows better, and he knows if something can potentially incriminate. Why, instead of focusing on what I want to promote, which is probably like my music and stuff like that, you're promoting what you want to get as for content. So you're exploiting me for the content that you want to get out of me. Meanwhile, I'm exploiting Vlad for the opportunity and the look. I might not get this look again. So obviously I need to, you know what I'm saying? Obviously this music is not working so far. So the notoriety is going to help me out. You dig what I'm saying? But don't bait me into
all money and good money.
That's fair. I agree.
All money and good money. Like if Vlad calls somebody, be like, yo, I got your plane ticket. I got 10 bands for you. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get these views. Like the one young nigga that got killed after coming up there talking about the situation. Right. Like people got mad at Vlad. For what? What you mad at Vlad for?
Because you know why? It does sometimes, it looks like he does it in poor taste. Like, for example, when a situation happened with Bankroll Fresh, right? And when Son got out, now, like, they'll show throwbacks of Bankroll Fresh, like, you know what I'm saying, like, and just emotion, like, you pulling at people's core. There's people that went through traumatic situations, like, for example, like a situation where, like, say something will happen with Chicago, then they'll put throwbacks of FPG Duck, like, you know what I'm saying, like, and these are people that really passed away that affected communities, and you're pulling. That's where the exploitation comes out. You know what I mean? Like,
these thug ass niggas need to stop giving interviews. What part of the game is that?
That's
what I want to know. What part of the game is it where niggas get on camera and talk about criminal activity? That's what I want to know.
The thing is, right, what context was talking about in Chicago, like it happened in Chicago too, right? But it wasn't Vlad doing interviews. Like nobody was doing interviews out here. They was just getting exploited because, you know, a certain somebody DJ Academics. He had a whole YouTube channel basically just talking about dedicated to just putting everybody's gang business out there. Who's beefing with who? What rappers are dissing who and what songs? Like nobody was doing interviews. DJ Academics was just reporting. I don't know how he got these sources. I don't know who his sources are, but he was just finding ways to talk shit about these people.
Right.
And that led to
is he talking shit or is he reporting?
Well, he's reporting. He's reporting.
Satire. Satire though.
He's
satire.
Reporting. And
No.
but what I'm saying is,
no.
The text, what I'm
It's different from reporting.
If you put that shit, if you put that shit in music, it's art. You put that in music, it's for all of us. I can dissect it how I want to, and I can report on it how I want to. You put it out there. You know what I'm saying? You put it out there. On top of that, if we outside and this nigga just got home and we know he telling, you're not supposed to talk to him. If these motherfuckers is all over the internet talking about Vlad's the police, Vlad's telling, Vlad's doing this, Vlad's doing that, why are you talking to him? That's on you.
Yeah, that's
Vlad is a civilian doing what civilians do. You want to bring the civilian into your gang business.
Right.
You are the problem. These niggas want to be famous so bad. What do you want to do? That's you know what happened to John Gotti? He wanted to be famous so bad. You a gangster, be a gangster. You a thug, be a thug. You want to be a internet nigga? Well, you can't be both. You know what I'm saying? You can't be both. That's your problem. That's your problem.
No, I agree. That 100%.
No, sturdy. Vlad don't respect black people. Black people don't respect black people.
But I also agree that
we're fine right now.
I will say this though.
Black folks don't respect black folks. Why should Vlad? But these is the niggas that's up there disrespecting other brothers, and that's Vlad's fault.
Right?
They don't respect themselves.
That's fair.
That's a fact.
That's fair. But the point is, he is taking advantage of that. That's what it is. He's taking advantage of that. Well, my thing is if Vlad is creating a narrative for us, that's what people is getting upset about.
Creating the narrative.
No. The reason why is because if
I get up here and be like, yo, I hate these niggas is bitches, this happened, that happened, ain't nobody gonna touch me. And then the next day I end up shot, that's my fault.
Yes, but because it's on your platform and the way that you release the content, it's based on what's happening currently. You get what I'm saying? So what tends to happen, it looks like Vlad is trying to be an historian and trying to document the hip-hop culture since he is, but there is a skewed perception that comes off because the certain question that he asks compared to, now don't get me wrong, I feel like Art of Dialogue, shout out to Art of Dialogue because he's doing his thing too. Obviously, he's getting a lot of controversial clips and stuff like that, but there is a certain.
So why is it a shout out to Art? Because he's black?
No. I think the way that he does it, he paints more of a bigger picture than Vlad, though. He paints a bigger picture, in my opinion.
Man, come on, man.
In my opinion, the question that he asks.
Cut this shit out, bro. Real quick, let me get to this real quick.
We got
from Styles Black. He says, facts, Big Ox, can't blame Vlad because these cats are dummies. You know not to talk to police, but you talk to the world about your crimes. They want clout. And it's really just that simple to me. It's really just that simple. If you know, this is you fucking up the game. You fucking up for yourself. You can't act like you got street principles if you're on the camera talking about street shit. That's like, to me, my thing is this. If I know, because that's what it is, right? We already know what sells. We know crimes. We know crime pays. We know sex sells. That's a fact. Sex sells and crime pays. So if I know that you're gonna if I know you're gonna talk about it, I'm gonna get you on my platform to talk about it. If you're gonna put it on wax for Universal, if you're gonna put it on wax for Def Jam, if you're gonna put it on wax for Quality Control, come put it on wax for Vlad TV. That's how I feel about it. That's how I see it. You know what I'm saying? It's really just
I agree with you. It's a double-edged sword, but what happens is it's waving the carrot in front of And I think it changes from person to person because you got to remember, Vlad, he's picking and choosing what person that he's used, he can be able to take advantage of. For example, Boosie was able to, I want to say, like, elevate his profile through Vlad, right? And in his mind, he's like, well, I'm getting backlash, but I'm garnering a lot of attention, and this is probably up in my, you know what I mean, my ticket price when I get the walkthroughs. So fuck it, I'm gonna keep going on and I'm being myself. I might as well just keep going on Vlad. You know what I mean? As long as and
so
he's still saying stuff.
So Bullshit exploiting Vlad? Is that what you're saying?
No. What I'm saying is Vlad is exploiting Boosie because he knows that Boosie is gonna jump out the window. He knows that. But he's going to bait
That's
him
not exploitation.
Wait, Ox. He's going to bait him into questions that's gonna make him beef with someone else. Because he know that Boosie gonna stand on, he gonna say what he want to say. But Vlad is saying, yo, I know if I say this to him, he gonna say this. You get what I mean?
Fucking crazy, Tex. I can't. No, I don't. I can't see her and listen to that, Tex. That is ridiculous, bro.
Hold on, but the thing is, Tex, right? So what we was talking about earlier with Katt Williams, right?
Mm-hmm.
Would you call Shannon Sharp exploiting Katt Williams? Because I mean, he basically let Katt Williams just go off the like he posted that video. Like that video, he could have edited some of that out to
yes, Dezo. Yes, no, Dezo. 100%. If Vlad exploits rappers, then Shannon Sharp exploits everybody that comes on his show. Everybody that Barbara Walters ever interviewed, she exploited them. That's what I'm hearing. Barbara Walters exploits people. My man Brian Gumble, he exploits people. Gail, I'm gonna tell you what it is. The thing is, it's only exploitation when it's somebody that's not black, or when they're doing it to somebody that we like. That's when the exploitation. Sturdy, can you elaborate on this? Are you talking about minister? Are you talking about Farrakhan? Is you talking about Farrakhan?
I don't know.
Well, it could be, Vlad is Jewish, so I could see the discrepancies between Farrakhan and Vlad.
I mean, if he's Jewish, then that means
I'm just not. Oh, see, easy. You pulled up a little late, bro. But yeah, I'm not Vlad's not Jewish. I don't know what the fuck he is. But this is my thing. I'm not. I can't do that, bro. I'm not giving dumb niggas passes for taking money to incriminate themselves. Like you're the idiot. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? No, Text. Like if I see a bag and then I go talk about some shit and then you're saying that it's because Vlad asks questions that make it to where all I have to say is, nah, we can't talk about that. Or because before they have dialogue before they pull up.
Right.
Before there's Markevian, there's Jewish people in Russia, bro. Before I pull up, they have dialogue. Before I fly to LA, before I touch down in the Bay or wherever we're doing the interview, we have dialogue. We discuss like, oh yeah, I'm not gonna talk about this, I'm not gonna talk about that. You know what I'm saying? Vlad's not gonna do interviews if you're just gonna sit there and not talk. You know what I'm saying? So they talk about this shit before. You accepted this money. You got on that plane. You came on here and outed the whole hood. Now I'm the problem? Nope. Can't go for that.
No, so one thing, I feel two things can be true. I feel like both, yes, they're bozos for taking the bait. Yes, I agree with that. But also there is I think sometimes even too, there was one time I remember Joe Budden was saying there was interview. This is when they had that show with academics and Joe Budden. I forgot what it was. It was on Complex. I forgot the name of the show. But they were interviewing somebody, and Joe Budden, he was like, "Yo, even as I think it was the interview that they had with Everyday Struggle. Yeah, Everyday Struggle. They had it with one of these artists, and basically they were talking about street shit. And Joe Budden was saying, if you're not going to be involved in street shit, and you are a civilian, pressing the issue about street shit is not your business. Because when street shit happens, when street shit happens to you, now you want to turn back into the villain. Stop poking the bear and asking about shit that you're not, and go into conversation and try to be in because DJ Vlad will go into conversation and dialogue and try to create a relatability factor, so that way he will insert himself to bait the person.
Yeah, well, that goes both ways, Tex. That goes both ways. That goes both ways. If you involved in street shit, stop talking about it with non-street niggas.
I agree with that. That I agree with.
It's just that simple, bro.
Right.
It's really just that simple.
I think we can end it right there. You know what I'm saying? I think we came to a nice little.
No, I agree. Yeah, I agree with Alex. I agree. They shouldn't be bozos and crash out. But I feel like there is a factor of exploitation that comes after that in poor taste. That's where it also too, Ox. A lot of what DJ Vlad does is in poor taste and it's not no couth in what he's doing. You dig what I'm saying? So I feel like there's certain things that I feel like, and I think that there's an unspoken language that you'd be like, all right, maybe this might be a little bit over the top. Some people don't realize that. I'm not gonna say it's a black and white thing. I'm not saying it's a culture. I feel like there's certain people of the same ilk, even if they're journalists and they're prying, I feel like there's a certain respect level. All right, you know what? Maybe I might not say this, or I may ask before, even if we had the conversation before where you said, yo, you don't want to talk about it. I'll bring it up in a way where I'm asking again, yo, you think we could, well, what do you think about that? You don't want to talk about it? Cool. No. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I agree. I think it's two-way street. It's two-way street.
For sure. That's all I'm saying. And Tyson, if I know you said you was joking, but I'm gonna keep doing them interviews, bro, even if it is exploitation, which it's not. It's 100% educational, y'all. Check out the Champagne Room. If you missed this last episode of the Champagne Room on Wednesday with the lovely Charm, that was a great show.
That's a fact.
Tex, did you see any of that, Tex?
I saw parts of it. I didn't get to see pieces of it because I was moving around and stuff like that. I saw bits and pieces of it. Salute to Charm. I'm definitely gonna catch it on the rewatch, and I'll definitely give you guys my feedback on next time we reconvene. I'll let you guys.
Right, Desert, did you check that out?
I was at work, so I didn't get a chance to check it out. But I'm gonna spin back.
She came with some real good dialogue.
I'm interested. I'm intrigued.
Wait till you find out how she stays focused.
How she stays focused.
How she stays focused. There's a part in there we talk about where she explains the way she stays focused and what do you call it, and takes care of her every day, like around the house chores and gets her work done. It's actually very funny.
Okay.
I'm tapped in. I'm definitely
not funny. I don't know why I said funny. It was very informative. It was very informative.
Okay.
Not funny. Yeah.
W education.
So back to the list, right? I wanted to ask something about the list.
Right.
So they said that that the reason why it's taking so long for the Epstein list to come out, they said that it was about 16 individuals that were on the list that were trying to fight for the list not to come out. So there's 16 names in there of people who are really worried if this gets out, it's gonna ruin them. You know what I'm saying?
It should ruin them.
It should ruin them. It should ruin them for sure. But I'm just wondering, who those 16 is. That lawyer is definitely on there. That lawyer definitely didn't want that shit to come out.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Because Oprah probably one of them too. Yeah, Oprah probably one of them.
Probably Gayle King head ass.
It's definitely not the Clintons, because it was already out. Everybody already knew the Clintons was out there. There's pictures of them or Bill out there. So I don't know. And
it's insane that that it took so long for it to occur. Obviously, paperwork takes a while for them to get to public after they had it in their hands. But for me, I feel like this doesn't seem. I'm curious to see if they do let out those 16 names, how they're gonna do it. Is it gonna be mixed into another batch of a couple of other people and stuff like that? Because like I said, this was a 950 page document, and they said that this is only a couple of the one part of it. Yeah. So how extensive is this case? I'm pretty sure this is mounds and mounds and mounds and mounds.
Yo, it's probably close to 100 to 200 names on there, bro. It's probably close to that. Because he was doing this for 10 plus years. He was doing this for a long time.
The flight log is every day, y'all. The flight log was every day.
It's more than that, Dezo, because these are a lot of the names that we're seeing are names like that are like famous people. There's also like rich businessmen and
Yes.
elite people that we don't know who they are. Just rich people moving
Part of
around
the
the world
board
that
of something, board of
yeah,
such and
that
such, board of such and such.
aren't like they're not heiress or anything like that. Like we don't know these people. They're not celebrities, but they're still like super rich and they, you know, they're in these circles. So some of those names are on the list that we're not going to see probably.
Some of them are like famous celebrity trainers that I even know, like Ryan Dion was like a famous celebrity trainer, trained the likes of like Will Smith, other people. I forgot that Vin Diesel, some shit like that. So it's a lot of people also like that's in their own circle too, that help finance investors, you know what I mean, angel investors, stuff like that. So it's gonna be
being an angel investor into a sex trafficking ring, especially
crazy. I mean, think about it. If you were an angel investor in the Jean-Luc Brunel's agency, you are financing a pedophilia ring. If you funded that agency, you was funding a pedophilia ring.
So let me ask y'all the real question, right? People have alluded to it in chat. If LeBron's on there, what does that do for his legacy?
Bron ain't on that list, bro. Bron ain't fucking with that shit. Bron way too smart.
Bro, I swear, yeah.
Like if Bron, I don't think he is, but if Bron was ever to come out on some like if we find out he a freaky nigga and do shit like that, bro, it wouldn't be like this. Bron moved to me. He militant with this shit. Man. He not playing.
Nah, listen, man.
But with that being said, it would fuck up like the way that we felt about him personally, but he's still like one of the GOATs. Like he's still it doesn't do anything to us. Like so answer your question, no, it doesn't do anything.
It's not.
Not for everything. I don't do that. What you do off the court is ridiculous, and we would demonize you for that. I would demonize you for what you do off the court, but he was still that nigga on the court. Karl Malone is still the top 3 power forward of all time.
Sure. No, he's not. Never.
Yo,
never.
It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy.
Giannis is better than Karl Malone.
Stop. It's gonna be crazy because Mars would be on y'all show talking about 23 that played for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Like,
This is disgusting. I don't like us tying in King James to this. Let's get off the go.
That's a nasty whoever threw that hypothetical out there, you gotta relax. I know we going down the rabbit hole, but slow down, man. But now this list is really insane. I do have some more, but I don't want to keep it on a bad note. They're not really of significance yet. It's more so like more people behind the scenes that you guys kind of have to do your research on. But we will have a conversation about this again. Trust me. The more and more that this will come out, we'll definitely tap back into it.
For sure.
And we definitely gonna keep y'all updated on what's going on. And somebody asked me a question like, again, what's the point of talking about it? Because we got to put this shit in the forefront. Like, there's some people that you guys don't know about, and they need to know who was controlling behind the scenes. Forget about the people that we know about, like the celebrities, all that. Nah, let's get down to the people that we don't know about. How about that? Let's see what they're behind, because there was a lot of people that was in charge of our entertainment, in charge of our food, in charge of our education system, that was doing all these nasty things, man.
Yeah, so, I want to make something else clear before we do move around. Max made a point that there was women there of age, but the point is that they were still being sex trafficked. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Rather you're 10 or 30. You know what I'm saying? Right? Sex trafficking is sex trafficking. So you know what I'm saying?
Shorty Maxwell herself was trafficked. Yeah. She was trafficked herself. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
Hurt people, man. It's disgusting.
Yeah, but before we do move on real quick, let me just remind y'all to, first of all, like the video on your way out if you didn't like it on the way in. Mm-hmm. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. Click that notification bell so you never miss a no snooze button. You never miss a graveyard shift, never miss oxtails, and never miss a champagne room. We just had a great champagne room on Wednesday with the lovely Charm. If you missed that, make sure you go check it out. There was some great content there. In the meantime, I want to remind y'all that if you're recently sober, wanting to stay sober and looking for a way to just take the next step in life, or if you have a loved one that is going through that, please go check out lifebeyondsobriety.com. That's ran by my guy Kelly. He started this program. He was once a crack addict, and he changed his life, and now he's doing great things. And so it's never anything to be ashamed of. If you need help, seek it. I'll let him tell you a little bit more about it.
Hey, it's Kelly here, former crack addict, recovery coach, and Life Beyond Sobriety. That is my private online community for people in addiction recovery who want to set big goals now that they're sober and make those goals happen. We learn strategies in weekly live coaching sessions to make those things come true. Go to lifebeyondsobriety.com and check it out 2 weeks for free.
Okay. Before we head out, let me remind y'all the quote of the day today is 1 second, where'd it go? Here it goes. Never be afraid to raise your voice for honesty and truth and compassion against injustice and lying and greed. If people all over the world would do this, it would change the earth. Never be afraid to raise your voice for honesty and truth and compassion against injustice and lying and greed. If people all over the world would do this, it would change the earth. That's a quote from William Faulkner.
That's what's happening right now. That's what's happening right now. So hopefully, shows like this, whatever everybody else has been, talking about the injustices that's happening. Hopefully, some retribution can happen. Some cosmic karma.
Well,
I do want to say one thing though. Jesus Christ, Jokic. Oh man, see, there was a whole bunch of SGA best player talk. Embiid MVP talk. Jokic came out of nowhere and said,
Embiid.
Embiid. That shot don't change it.
That don't change.
Last night was wild though.
Jokic was hooping. Jokic was hooping last night. He definitely he hit Steph with the Steph. He hit Steph.
Before we do give our final words too, let me also get y'all with that second quote. This is a quote for thought that and I want to think about this. If we are not ashamed to think it, we should not be ashamed to say it. That's just one of those that I'm not sure how I feel about. But
so I was on Twitter. Somebody pissed me off so bad on Twitter. They was talking about, oh no, that shot from Jokic was all skill. What are y'all talking about? Bro, he banked in a 39-foot three. You telling me he meant to do that? You saying he meant to do that? Fuck out.
You never know, man. They be practicing.
Fuck out of here, man.
Nah, but it was tough.
My thing is there was a little luck to that shot, but there's a luck to quite a bit of shots in the NBA. The thing about it is you just got to put it up there and give it a chance.
For sure.
That's a fact.
Sure.
That's a fact. Oh, so they asked I asked for graveyard shift. Let them know, man.
I'll just put it up there. We do graveyard shift Wednesdays and Saturday evenings. You got to turn them notifications on, man. Turn the notifications on. Don't miss it. And if there's any change, the one thing about it is every once in a while I might miss a Saturday, but if I miss a Saturday, get it in on Sunday. You know what I'm saying? There's more than likely always going to be at least 2 graveyard shifts a week. Sometimes if it's going on, we might get 3 or 4. You never know. But y'all check us out though, man. We doing it right here on No Snooze Button. Don't miss this show. You know what I'm saying? You get to you get your weather in, you get your culture debates. Text always puts things into context for us. We get the some financial not advice, but just letting you know certain things going on, gas prices, price of precious metals. We're informative here. We try not to make allegations and assumptions. We try to make sure we come with some facts. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact. Salute to all the people that's tapped in, man. I see y'all in the chat. Y'all tapped in, man. Definitely thank you for tapping in with the No Snooze Button show. Definitely like, comment, subscribe. And definitely if there's something that's happening in your city, in your time, in your community, let us know. And if you want us to put some light to it and we could chop it up about it, probably the next graveyard shift, we're probably going to be talking about this list, or we're probably going to be getting into it. So definitely tap into the next graveyard shift because it's probably going to be a doozy. I'm not going to hold you. Definitely tap into that. And tap into other shows. Yes, sir.
Yeah, shit. Dezo, you got anything you want to leave the people with?
Stay safe. Stay safe out there, man. Happy New Year to everybody once again. Make sure y'all make 2024 a good one, man. We got off to a great start, you know what I'm saying? It's already been some laughs, there's already been some some downs. There's already been some highs, but we gonna keep pushing, man. Like
First, hold on, real quick. Two things. Shout out to the big girls and shout out to the slim girls too. Always appreciate y'all. And then two, goddamn, bro. First, I'm already announcing this. First Bozo of the Year nomination goes to DJ Academics. Boy, half a mil. You let a shorty 500K. Bozo of 2024. You got it, Ax. Half a mil, Ox? Half a mil. And you took up. Oh, man. Yo, boy. Son, what's up with you, son? Yo, what's up with you, bro?
Yo, I love context, bro.
Yo, man, some cats is, man. They feel like, oh, you my girl, you gotta have access to this, access to that. So, hey, niggas live like that, man. That's on them, man. Shit,
5 ox, half a ticket, boy. Oh my god. Hey,
you know what I'm saying?
Hey,
shit.
make sure y'all stay hydrated out there too, man.
Yeah,
for sure.
Get y'all,
so I want to go ahead. That's all.
I was gonna say, get y'all a salad in.
For sure. Make sure you get some fruits and vegetables in your system today. It is Friday, y'all. So if you're gonna be out there, clubbing or in the bars or whatever it is y'all wild niggas be doing on Friday, make sure y'all keep it cool because you will not see that judge till Monday, man. You will not see that. Or
you're gonna lose 500K
if you got it. You know what I'm saying? But shit, man, y'all be easy. Make sure you never drink and drive. Call a cab, call a Uber, call a Lyft, and you already know if you're in my region, feel free to call me. Man, turn the notification bells on, like the video, subscribe, comment on it. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all go back.
500K.
Make sure y'all go back and watch that last champagne room, and we'll see y'all tomorrow evening on the graveyard shit. Y'all hold it down.
Bozo.